with you. Can we talk about with you? me, has me wondering. Thought that I had figured it out, nothing could get through to me, but this kind of chemistry has me wondering. When you're not around it, all goes black and white. How come I'm not seeing in color? Lost without you, I can't make it through the night. How come I'm not seeing in color? How come I'm not seeing in color? So far gone.
Where would I be when the sun goes down and you ain't around with me? Where would I be when the lights go out and your love ain't surrounding me? Where would I be when the sky comes alive and you're not holding me? Where would I be if you bother me? Hey. You take me higher when you pull me closer. You'll be there with me when we're going under. You'll be the fire when the nights grow colder. Oh, tell me how can we break this wall? When I'm with you, I know we can never fall. Even if we will lose it all, I'm with you, with you. Baby, if we had only one more chance, we could break us through like an avalanche. Don't let me go, won't you take my hand? I'm with you, with you, I'm with you. I'm with you. Baby, if we had only one more chance, we could break us through like an avalanche. Don't let me go, won't you take my hand? I'm with you, with you, I'm with you. With you, I'm with you. With you, I'm with you. Take me in, you let it pull me in. Won't you just let me in? We'll come to life. Tell me how can we break this wall? When I'm with you, I know we can never fall. Even if we will lose it all, I'm with you, with you. Baby, if we had only one more chance, we could break us through like an avalanche. Don't let me go, won't you take my hand? I'm with you, with you, I'm with you. With you, I'm with you. I'm with you, with you, I'm with you. Learn to make it on my own. It's easier for me to be alone. So how are you? Keep cutting through, claiming you're not like the other guys. And only if I could give you a chance, show me that you mean it, we'll feel some type of way. Something must be wrong with me. Keep wanting just to see you show up at my door. Et même quand je suis froide, un peu indifférent, tu continues tout de même de montrer tes efforts. I'm trying to keep my heart in peace. I just can't think about the way that I feel. It's too hard to trust, I miss it all. I just can't risk to be falling like this. Oh, ooh, why do you keep chasing clouds? Ooh, if I could change my mind. I said, ooh, why do you keep chasing clouds? Can't live before I feel something. Ooh, before I could change my mind. I said, ooh, why do you keep chasing clouds? Can't live before I feel something. Ooh, before I could change my mind. I said, ooh, why do you keep it? Ooh, you make me wanna change my mind. Hold on, it's getting too much. So long, but don't start to rush. Take your time, clear your mind. You're worrying enough. Don't make it too tough. Oh, we made it. We made it, yeah. We made it. We made it. We made it. We made it, yeah. We made it. think too much. So long, but don't start to rush. Take your time, clear your mind. You're worrying enough. Don't make it too tough. Oh, we made it. We made it, yeah. Oh, we made it. We made it. Oh, we made it. We made it, yeah. Oh, we made it. We made it. Tell me when you love. Yeah, she's a looker, my only fascination. So come on over. She has me levitating. Yeah, got me in love. Got me in love. Tell me when you love. Could it be me? Be your fantasy. Tell me when you love. Could it be me? Be your fantasy. Tell me when you We're undercover, and I'm not contemplating. So are we lovers? The question you're evading. Yeah, got me in love. Got me in love. Tell me when you love. Could it be me? Be your fantasy. Tell me when you love. Could it be me? Be your fantasy. Got me when you love. Got me when you love. Tell me when you love. Could it be me? Be your fantasy. Tell me when you love. Could it be me? Be your fantasy. Late night overthinking, wrapped up in my feelings once again. I'm worried about the future, wondering where I'll be in the end. But I know that there must be more to life than this. I know I'm not perfect, but sometimes I just wish. In a perfect world, never say goodbye. Your heart will never break and you won't realize anything you want with no compromise. In a perfect world, but a perfect world wouldn't be mine. perfect world, never say goodbye. Your heart will never break and you won't realize anything you want with no compromise. In a perfect world, but a perfect world wouldn't be mine. In a perfect world. Wake up in the morning, thinking from a different point of view. Way too many faces in the crowd, but I think that I see you. One too many drinks got me changing up the way that I need you. Now we're both at a bar, acting like it's not hard, trying to feel something different. Talk to somebody new, kinda wish it was you, kinda numb to the feeling. Now that you're gone, they say time should heal, but it's been too long. Couple months and I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to. I can't seem to. Now that you're gone, I can't seem to. I can't seem to. Laying on my floor, thinking about all the things that we've been through. From 24/7 to pretending like I never met you. No, it's all for the best, 'cause I know where I'm at every time we're together. Going out of my mind, and I wish I could lie, tell you that it gets better. Now that you're gone, they say time should heal, but it's been too long. Couple months where I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to. I can't seem to. I can't seem to. Now that you're gone, they say time should heal, but it's been too long. Couple months that I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to.
Can somebody take my breath away? Hold me tight, lonely day. I've been searching for something to ease my mind, till you came along, never thought I'd find. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you. Been chasing this feeling, now I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever with you. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you. Been chasing this feeling, now I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of Staffordshire. My name is Captain James Force. I am next to Van Adam, and this is the European Halo Summer Clash LAN 2026, coming to you from the Beacon Building in the beautiful Stoke-on-Trent. It is actually beautiful weather today in England, so that's for a first, and we're going to be inside all day, really enjoying it. But guys, I'm super excited to be here. We have 9 teams this weekend. Saturday is a round robin, 2 groups. Well, it was 2 groups of 5. It's now a group of 5 and a group of 4. 8 of those teams will qualify into Championship Sunday tomorrow. Mate, how you feeling?
Oh man, it's always good to be back. Like last time we were here, we did the Invitational and that was great, and now we're back here again, and this time we've got a whole host of players, loads of them that we've seen before through EHL for Infinite as well, and the teams have been super shuffled up, with maybe 1 or 2 coming back from what we saw at DreamHack, but it's going to be great to see all the players here again. I am always excited to be back here, especially in this room. I just love how it looks and seeing all the players get ready with all the cams and stuff.
Yeah, mate. Last time you were here, you were playing.
Yeah, I was over there.
Yeah. So now you've actually been going around the room. You started at the caster desk over there, then you've been in the middle, now you're here. But let's get into it. We're going to show you a map pool for this first series. It is Goths in 110s versus Zims. We're going to start with CTF Aqua. It is not oddball, don't worry. A Recharge Slayer, a Live Fire oddball, that's correct. A Solitude King of the Hill, and an Origin Slayer as well, if we get to 5. Historically, though, sir, we don't usually get to 5 in this matchup.
No, we don't. We were looking at the scores earlier, weren't we? And we saw that when these teams went against each other, Goths actually won 3-0, and then when they played again, they won 3-1. So, looking like they're the favourites to win this matchup. But, you know, LAN's always different. There's different things that can happen. The players on the day, the nerves, because, you know, now we're playing for money. We're not just playing for seeding points. Everything matters, because even though we're in pools right now, we're doing the round robin right now, how many games you win will affect where you are tomorrow. That's going to make all the difference.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to talk about, you know, I know you'll get into it a little bit, but the Goths in 110s, right? Like, this is something that we kind of talked about in November, and somehow has been like the story, I think, leading into this LAN is kind of watching Neb go from, yeah, it wasn't great in November, 0-9 wasn't super fantastic, but comes in here, whole new team, 4th seed as well. So, mate, I'm excited to see what they can do. Like, they're basically the 2nd seed in this group, and this is a 2nd versus 3rd seed of the group matchup. Like, how do you feel watching Neb go from where he was to where he is now?
Seeing him from right at the beginning, because I'd known him for such a long time. In fact, the reason he plays Halo is because I literally just shoved it down his throat for like 2 years. So to see him go from the teams he's been in, and then at the Invitation, like all the results he's had, like when he was at the Velodrome, all the way back in 2020, beginning of 25, I need to get that right. It was the beginning of 24, was it that long ago?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Ended up doing pretty well there. I think he got top 6, I think it was back then. And then, you know, it's been a bit up and down, but one of the things I've always said about him is when he's on certain rosters, he's like the player that's like leading the charge for that team. You can see him on screen there with his absolutely fluorescent hair. So if you're not sure who Neb is, he's there. Just to cut it short, he's always been on teams where he's like been leading the charge, and now he's in a team where, I'm not going to say for once, but he's on a team where like actually he's not like that big front leading player. Like he's part of a team where he fits in, and he's got an opportunity. And all of us have this team in our predictions for top 4.
Yeah, I would like to point out I only put them in the wild card just because I like.
Except you.
Yeah, except me. No, like it just LAN's a different beast, right? Like, and that's kind of, yeah. If I think back to the last LAN in November, like it just like. In this very building, right? It's just how is that going to affect him kind of going forward, like, and that's kind of where my prediction was, like, maybe, you know, I don't know if it's LAN jitters or, you know, we'll see. First series, right? Zims on stage as well. A couple of MNKers, people after my own heart. Hey, doing it for the MNK boys. But yeah, we have a pretty good schedule today. We have 5 main stage games, and then tomorrow we will, be following the classic double elim champ bracket that Halo lives and breathes. And yes, of course, what would a Halo broadcast be without some Twitch drops? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, if you manage to get yourself tuned in for just 2 hours this weekend, you'll be able to grab yourself the granular armor coating. Pretty multicoloured there. I don't think we can get a picture on, but if you like your yellows and you like all your other colours, pretty nice. We've got a picture down here, but you guys can't see it. But yeah, you get yourself that armor coating for just watching for 2 hours. But we'll have so much to see this weekend. I don't think you'll struggle to get your 2 hours in.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. As long as you have the broadcast on, it will be all good. We're just waiting for players to go through final checks, and then we'll be on. I know they're itching to go. I know that the guys in the Passion Pit are going as well. We got 3 stations in there. Yeah, I'm super excited to see how those results play out as well. I think we've tried to basically put the closest matchup of each kind of as it goes through the group. All the closest matchups will be on main stage, so the viewing action is going to be like cinema, which will be super good. But yeah, I'm just keen to crack into it. Like, we're at LAN, we're together. Like, it's 2 months since Birmingham as well. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy how short, but how long it feels.
As a player, you can get a lot of practice in, and not to forget, we've had the 2 kind of run-up tournaments to this as well. And in 2 months, there was a lot of experiences for a lot of players. Like, obviously, what was King's Order, which was Conspiracy, which is now Luminon Embers.
Yeah, Luminon Ember, yeah.
Yeah, Ember, sorry. They're coming in. They've made a roster change. They've got Cammy now. And we're gonna have to see, like, how does that go up against Magin? That's going to be another story this weekend, because they had that drama in pools where they ended up going in the same pool as Magin, and unfortunately, King's Order ended up going 0-4.
Yeah, I think great experience, like going against like a Shopify, like a Magin on LAN, always good, right? Like that kind of stuff. It's kind of that really interesting. But yeah, you pick up Cammy, not once but twice an FFA champion at DreamHack this year. Smashed it at Birmingham, flew over to Atlanta, showed the Americans how it was done, got another dub. Man, the Cow Hat just gets wins, mate. Cow Hat equals dubs. 2 wins, 2 interviews on the couch for the Cow Hat. I rate it.
And then not to mention as well, while we're talking about that story, Magin also have made a small change as well. Seeker is now off, and Zove is coming from Fries in the Bag as well. And actually, all those teams got to pools at DreamHack. So keeping that roster of strong players there, we'll have to see how that plays out. And that's going to be one to definitely keep an eye on. Like we said as well, Goss is another one that you want to be keeping your eye on, because it's quite volatile with the players that they've got. So keep watching that over the weekend.
Yeah, Zove, the highest placing coach in EU at Worlds ever. Top four in the last World. So, Coach Zove getting back on the sticks. It was probably Stick Zove getting into the coach, if I would be honest. Interesting to note though, don't have a coach this weekend actually. Kronos didn't make the trip. Obviously, Thug Nasty, I believe, was for Atlanta. He's obviously not making the trip. So, I think they'll be okay.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, I did notice when they walked in for the passes, there was just the 4 of them having a chat. So yeah, they must be feeling pretty good, although they might get someone to come in tomorrow. We'll have to see. I don't think we've had a chance to ask them, but yeah, only 4 of them today. Yeah,
I think the other thing for them is like, and it kind of feels weird to say, but they need a little bit of redemption on LAN. Like,
they do.
DreamHack didn't go super great, right? So I think for them, like, it's, come in here, get the job done today. Like, they're not going to be on main stage today. You'll see them tomorrow. Like, but for them, it's like sit at a station, get the job done today, sort out Saturday, come in, lock in for Sunday, and kind of really get it going. And I think for them, it's like that versus Luminon Ember is going to be probably an absolute banger.
Yeah, that's like a grudge match almost, that one, because of how pools and how the bracket went before after as well. Because I think Magin ended up in the upper bracket, and then King's Order in the bottom bracket, and then they went up against each other, and then they knocked them out after pools as well. So definitely we want to keep an eye on with that. Not to mention with the team changes, but actually for the rest of the teams that we've got this weekend, there's been quite a large shuffle between them. And even if you try to piece together, most of the teams we have this weekend are 2 players from one team and then 2 other players from totally different teams. So it's been really hard, other than the seeding tournament that we've seen, to try to really form any kind of short-term patterns of what teams are doing. So we're gonna really be able to see that this weekend on the LAN.
And speaking of seeding tournaments, last week, of course, was the qualifier number 2. Magin not attending, which meant that GovSim 110s made a grand final.
Yes.
Against Conspiracy, now Luminon Ember. That was pretty baller to watch. Just Neb just going through the day, and just had a really, really good run. Like we said, played Zims twice on last weekend and beat them both times. So, it is LAN. Theo's been talking some smack, so I mean, I'm interested to see how it goes now.
And I always think that when you're online and you're playing a match, any match is any other match, right? Even though in the final you're like, oh, I'm in a final. When you're actually on LAN and you sat there, and it's for like, for the invitational that we did, Neb, myself and some others were on that team, and then in OpenCat, Manxie and some of the other players, they were in the final as well. And I really think getting to a stage where you're at a final just gives you that experience, gives you that kind of mental space as a player, where actually, when you get far into a bracket, you're not intimidated, so you can lock in.
Yeah, 100%. We're going to throw to a quick break while we sort out some tech issues and make sure the players are all ready to go, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. First game on main stage, coming up soon.
Late night overthinking, wrapped up in my feelings once again. I'm worried about the future, wondering where I'll be in the end. But I know that there must be more to life than this. I know I'm not perfect, but sometimes I just wish. In a perfect world, never say goodbye. Your heart will never break and you won't realize anything you want with no compromise. In a perfect world, but a perfect world wouldn't be mine. In a perfect wake up in the morning, thinking from a different point of view.
Ladies and gentlemen, I told you it was a short break, man. Like, we were getting into it. Players already getting the final drinks going. We are about to kick the European Halo Summer Clash 2026 off with a bang. And what do you know it? It's my favorite map. Oh, how did that happen? CTF Aqua to kick it off, man. The guy making these map pools, I swear. What a crazy guy. I love him.
No comment.
Look, there's no cringy stuff today, don't worry. Look, CTF Aqua, solid, been there since the beginning. Every other CTF map has rotated in and out, but Aqua has always stayed. 5 flags to win, of course, and I think what better way to start for teams than a map that everyone has been playing for like 5 years. You're so familiar with it. Like, as a team, this is kind of, I think, the map, or one of the maps that you're gonna really like have a solid idea of what you're doing. And yeah, I'm excited to get this underway. I think this is a perfect map.
Yeah, I think the opening strat on Aquarius is a bit more volatile than other maps as well. Both teams wanting to go for that camo, going for that top mid control. You're going to see loads of players clambering up onto that top side, cancelling the nade through animations and seeing what they can get at the beginning. And top mid is super important on this map. So the open on this is so much more important than on maps like Live Fire and others, just because the map's so small as well. And I agree with you, this is like El Clasico for Halo Infinite. If they don't put this map in the next game, I don't know what they're doing. It's been here for a while. We've had different iterations. Remember, the overshield was underneath at the bottom, and then we had overshield originally, and now we've got the camo. And that I was going to call it the scat shot, but that's Halo 5. Even after all this time, we're still calling it the scat shot. Heatwave. Even the heatwave is starting to look a little bit lonely now. Well, I don't think anyone's going to pick it up. I wish they would. But yeah, Aqua CTF. Are you bringing me around? I do enjoy it. I've always got a place in my heart for Empyrean CTF, but you're bringing me around on the Aqua.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing is like, because we've been through so many iterations, as we get into this game, is going to be Neb, who does find a kill. It is going to be a flag grab off the rip. Here we go. As we are going to run through, we will get the overlay sorted in a second so we can see who it actually is running this flag. But Dreams is going to find a double kill of Neb and Wafts as it's going to come in. And is this flag going to score? It's going to be stopped right at the edge. Dreams trying to come in. Neb gonna grab it. Neb gonna score. Just over a minute, and it is already 1-0 on this map.
That was a super early pull and run there, and you get that a lot on Aquarius. That is not Seal at the bottom, but I said we'll get that sorted out for you. But this counter run as well, straight in. Good body blocking in the fridge to stop the push coming across for that initial score from Goffs. But this return attempt as well, it's making its way across the other side of the map really fast. Let's see if we can get it over. And they can, off screen, so we're tied up already, James.
Hey, look, you're playing down here. Look at you
I'm in
go.
2 places at once.
Boom, there we go. An instant counter cap inside less than 30 seconds. It's going to be another grab. Neb going to find a kill. Trying to get this defense going. Woff's going to be there as well. The assist from Shabby Dagger, and this flag should be capped as well. You can see Theo, and it looks like Dreams at the back of the base. It's actually Brian Noob who's going to get punched in the face by Neb, and it's 2-1 already, and it's been like 2 minutes, and we've had 3 flag caps. What a start to this LAN.
And Goffs are wasting no time at all, hanging around in the back of their base to put the spawns in fridge and then just rip the flag straight from the podium as soon as they're ready to go. Like, even though it's been returned, those are the strats that you want to put in there. You need to be quick, you need to be efficient, because you've got no space on Aquarius, and Goffs have started off the game doing exactly that.
Yeah, Square Melon finding a kill onto Neb. Square Melon's LAN debut as well. We were talking to him a little bit earlier. Woff's trying to find his way through Zims. Isn't going to quite make it though. Neb hiding in the corner, trying to get away. Is going to get 1v2. Theo going to find Shabby Dagger in the back. A classic flag off, both away at the same time. Diz and Woffs finding kills. Square Melon getting one as well. Tell you what, doesn't look like his LAN debut. Man, he's doing absolute bits. Theo with a double kill as well, but he gets taken down. I've already seen it, Adam. There's like 3 or 4 times people have got double kills, but then instantly shut down. But this flag looks like it's going to go in again, and it will. It's 2-all, and it's not even been 4 minutes.
This is mad. Both teams are doing a really good job of pushing up the line and then holding as they pull that flag out. We saw earlier where Goffs were forced pushed around to the bottom of their utility area as Zims took the flag from top and then ran over as Neb survived. But they've gone for the pull again. The red flag is now moving over through that utility area, so we're going to have to see once again how they can block that off. We've got some position here, top mid, from one of the players on Goffs as the respawns in fridge come in. The positioning looks good. This flag is definitely going to make it to the podium.
And it is going to be Goffs who find another flag to make it 3-2. They are doing such good work at the moment. Square Melon finds a kill. As you can see, Neb trying to be there. Ryan Noob is taking him down in the util as well. Trying to find, look at Zims, trying to find all of these kills. Diz, he's going to get taken out in the head by Dreams as well. It will be this flag grab. They will start to pull this. Dreams, you can see, going to be running into, trying to run away from, I should say, Diz and Neb. Board with Brian Noob. Just ahead. People getting close. Dreams does find a kill. Shabby Dagger is going to be on the opposite util. And the caca from above as Diz finds a couple. Yeah, it looks pretty good as that flag's going back. 6 minutes to go, and yeah, Goff's in the lead. Yeah,
both teams though, looking from a Slayer standpoint at the minute, neck and neck. We got a 2-for-1 that turned into a 2-for-2 and then a 3-for-2, and most of the fighting here is in the util of Zims. And they need to really push that back to the other side of the map. But man, James, they're really matched up here in terms of where the Slayers are going. They need a bit of space to push back to get that top mid control. Look at Goffs now, 2 players holding that top mid, waiting for that player to come back up. Was trying to get something done for his team, but look, they're making a play for the flag right now. They're trying to make it 4-2.
Yeah. Diz does find the kill. Shabby Dagger finding one as well. As you can see, nade coming out. Goffs trying to pull this flag once again, and will. Theo in the fight, gets headshot by Shabby as well. Neb gets taken down. You can see this flag out front base. Now the boys from Goffs are hunting, trying to work out what they can do. just bring this flag, but I'm not going to lie to you, Adam. I think this flag might be dead and buried unless Woffs can find a pull, but he finds a double. Theo gets taken down as well, and now this flag has an opportunity to get through bottom mid, and it will. Shabby Dagger there. Can they do the old throw up? And they will. Oh. And they will, and they're just about to score as well, and they will do that. And the suspense, man, the suspense.
The gameplay from Goss there, you couldn't really see it from the POV that we had, but they sent a player mid, and then they simultaneously sent a player around to the side of util to basically sacrificial land themselves so that they could move that flag. That was such a good play. They were forcing Zims to fight on two fronts, and they could just move the flag away, so they really deserved that flag. It's 4-2.
Yeah, it's not going to be fun for Zims if you go around a corner and there's 3 Goffs players looking at you. Neb here, trying to find a kill. Woffs is going to take down Theo. Woffs finds a double. Shabby Dagger and Brian Noob going to trade. Diz going into his util. Trying to see what is happening. Square Melon going to clean him up. Yeah, 4-2, 4.5 minutes to go. Is Shabby going to get taken out by Theo? And the flag going to start to be pulled. Oh, Woffs finds a kill, but this one might be going in unless Diz can do something spectacular. He does find one. Theo cleans him up, though. And yeah, this flag's still going to go out, but Goff's got to do a little bit of work.
They were trying to pull there, and Woff spawning up in the back of the fight there really kind of stopped that one dead. The way that they pulled and the spawns came in, maybe they didn't have some information there with what they were trying to do. You could see where they were trying to go with it. But Goss just responding very well to the hand that they were dealt based on that. But look again, we're fighting in the middle of the map. And Goffs are doing a really good job of capitalising on those small moments where they have the space to be able to. We've already seen 3 or 4 really fast flag pulls from them. And Zims need to continue how they started here if they want to catch up. They were also returning the flag pulls in kind. They were being quick and efficient. And this is the opportunity here. If they can push through this, if they can get 2 kills, and Brian Noob going down there is probably going to stop that push right there. That would have been what they needed to try to run that flag. But the respawns are going to come in soon.
Yeah, you can see Shabby coming off the front. Shabby's got a new haircut. I don't know if you saw. Theo up here in top mid is going to drop down. Neb going to take some shots. As you can see, Dreams is going to pull this flag. Neb, they're going to be in a 1v2. And they're not going to win that. Woffs and Theo going to trade, though. The flag is being pulled. As you can see, the return happening. Just sitting there. Just hanging about. Trying to see what is going to happen. Shabby Dagger. He's going to take down Brian Noob. Theo finds the back smack onto Woffs, but this flag will be returned. So, 2.5 minutes to go. Zims got to do a bit of work here if they're going to make it work. Shabby trying to dip, dodge and dive. Doesn't quite work out for him. But yeah, Zims got to put a little bit of forward motion, but 20 seconds to camo.
Yeah, they have. This camo is going to be absolutely influential to what happens next. You can see that Theo's been super aggressive for his team, trying to get some space there while they get stuck in the back of the util. We've got the scoreboard, so now we can tell who's alive and where the trades are coming in. But I think the space that we have on the map here, Zims look like they're being super aggressive for the flag. If they lose this, James, they're going to lose the camo potentially because the respawns are going to come in fridge and they're going to cut them off as they run the flag. So Theo picking up the camo there is huge, but they have to be super fast. And Brian Noob's the last player alive.
Yeah, that was tough there for Zims, like trying to get around, and Shabby Dagger saying absolutely not and shutting it down. Shabby 21 and 15. It should be no Neb 14 assists, and you mentioned it right off the top, right, about Neb not having to be the kind of the go man, can be the assister.
His playstyle is actually more towards being that more main assist. Like, he gets forced into like main slayer roles quite a lot, but whenever we've talked and we've chatted and played matchmaking and stuff, he actually prefers for his teammates to enable him in a lot, and this roster is giving him exactly that. Look at the scorelines of Shabby and Woffs as we're online with Neb now, who's running potentially the game-winning flag. I don't think they can respond.
I don't think so either. It's going to be Neb to put it in. He has a couple, Shabby a couple, Diz with one as well, but Goffs in 110's going to take that one 5-2. Man, what a start. Like, what an insane start to that map as well. 4 caps in about 3.5 minutes. It was absolutely going ballistic as the blue lights starting to go around in the arena. Yeah, have a look at that. Also, the amount of steals as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of pulls this game from both teams. More from Goffs in the end, though.
Yeah, 13 total steals to 7 flag caps, so just over 50%. If we can look at some kills and assists as well.
I think as we're waiting for the scoreboard to cycle here, I think what this showed is, you know, that Goffs have got the lead 1-0. We talked about the scores before this match, where we think this was going to go, and they just needed a bit of time to warm up. But for Zims as well, they were really quick at being able to respond in kind. They didn't waste any time there. And as we look at the damage as well, across the game, there is high damage from Square Melon, but overall, if you add these numbers up, there's not that much difference between the teams.
I think like the difference, like the kind of grouping between the top and the bottom is what helped Goffs sort it out, right? Like only 1.4k between Shabby and Woffs, just over 2.3 between the boys on Zims. 5-2 the score on the side of Goffs. There we go. Slayer Recharge. I don't know where that came from. Slayer Recharge next up. Obviously, Shock and Cambo.
Yeah.
Going to play a little bit different.
I think from what we saw in Aquarius there, like, Recharge is pretty quick. And it's very punishing for respawns as well. If you manage to get cycled, it can be really, really dangerous and can snowball quite quick. I think from what we saw on the weekend, the previous weekends versus what we just saw in Aquarius, even though it was a 5-2 win for Goffs, I think this Slayer, I think this could, if we don't keep the fuel in the tank here, I think this could run away, and we're looking at potentially like a 50-47 or something like that. If teams play as they should, we should really be looking at like a 50-38, 39. But they've got to be careful. Goffs have to be careful with this one after what we just saw at the start of the Aqua game.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing for Zims, right? Is like that start, if they can get a start, and you know, Slayer Recharge, another just EU classic. Like how many great games over the years have we seen with this map and mode combo? And I think it's one of those things that, especially in EU, Slayers don't really start until like 30 kills, 35, and then you kind of get into it. But if you can keep it together, at least for that long, like if you can keep it that you're like nice and close and connected at least, like then it's going to be a game. You know, if someone gets a 35 and someone's on 25, it's going to be real difficult to actually try and make up that difference.
Yeah, and you know, this is the first series of the weekend. You don't want it to set the tone. You don't want to feel like you've been on the struggle bus already when you've been through it. So coming in here, you know, both teams fresh, both teams thinking about what they need to do. We saw a lot of aggression from both, and I keep referring to the start of that Aqua game where Zims really showed that they were able to capitalise on advantages. If they want to win this Slayer game, they have to be thinking immediately, as soon as they get that kill, where is that player going to respawn and how can we lock up the map? Because one of the big traps on Recharge is people cross-map from Attic when they shouldn't, which means you can't back up your team and you're unable to help in those top elevator fights, in those back fights. In blue, keeping the brain warmed up as well. Rubik's Cube in hand. Look at the move, look at the mechanics, man.
What the? I've never seen that before. That is nuts. Bro's just all right. Respect. Respect the Rubik's Cube game. All right, there you go.
Keyboard.
I've seen a lot of things on LAN. I've never seen someone like fiddling a Rubik's Cube between games.
It makes sense when you're on a keyboard though. It's keeping the fingers warm. That's the alternative. Very nice. We're watching. We're watching.
Now the Rubik's Cube's gone away. But no, I mean that's actually genius, to be honest. Like, I've never really. That's actually cool. That's the things you find out on LAN.
Was he solving it, or was he just memorising the? Was he just keeping his fingers warm? That's the.
Like he was like
to get
mixing
VAR
up
on
and
that.
then solving it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Got a Rubik's Cube master in the house. We need a new side 20. fastest Rubik's Cube. But no, I think going back to the Slayer, you are right. Like, and I think it's one of those things that, you know, especially when you're talking about spawns, it's like, even in a Slayer, I think it's like, how do you make them spawn like long haul or like C, or like just keep them in a place where it's very difficult for them to get shock. It's hard to go for camo. Like, where are they gonna? They have to go in tower. You might have it covered. They're trying to go into like the attic and that kind of stuff. Like, it's just about making it difficult, right?
Yeah, and you can kind of opt for two ways on Recharge, right? Like some teams like to go for the full collapse, like they'll spawn you elevator and they'll just absolutely run into you. But then actually what some other teams try to do is they try, and you see like Magin and other teams do this, is they try to get a split spawn. So they'll get they'll alternate the spawns if they can, and they'll try to spawn like two players in elevator, and then they'll already have like someone at the back moving over to catch the long haul. As well. That isn't Recharge. That is
it's all about the Aqua. Like you just talk about Aqua, and they're like, "Show you Aqua."
We're definitely on the Slayer Recharge. But I think what we didn't see in the Aqua game while we're here actually is the camo. We did not see much camo last game. I saw Zims pick it up a couple of times, but it was getting wiped out like straight away. So we'll see. With the shock rifle being here, are we going to see some shock rifle camo here? How is equipment going to come into it? Because we really didn't see that in the last game. And the top teams, they always utilize every aspect of the sandbox. The equipment is always there. Grapple, G-slides, camos, thrusters, everything.
Yeah, shout out, by the way, to Prod for the cool little, like, Slayer symbol that, like, fades in and out. Like, there's been some cool stuff that has been updated in the background. Stuff, we love to see it, man. The package looks great. I always enjoy watching it. If only for that. 50 kills, of course, if you're new here. I agree. I think especially the kind of little jumps they added and like all the little things that people have been using a while, but like the best players find ways to kind of sort out little jumps and like do little things and like and that's kind of what's like you said about pro teams is that's what's kind of splits the top from the bottom is like how effectively you can use not only the sandbox but the little bits in the map as well. Yeah,
there's a lot of hidden ledges on Recharge. Like a lot of them are known in matchmaking, right? Like you can jump from bottom triple stack up to C plat. You can jump from the outside of the tower up the side up to the top, like things like that. And then like you said, the ones you added, the one from the one that's not so obvious is the top of the door frame there. As we were looking at Whirlpool, just to the right of the grapple on screen right now, you can actually stand on the little ledge that you can see sticking out that grey ledge, and you can go around. And we've seen a lot of players, like I know a few clips from like the Magin players especially, thinking back, I'm not going to say it because Mighty's is going to get upset, but thinking back to a certain match on Recharge through 2 or 3 years ago, that's when that jump started to come out. Remember when Bound like started doing it and other players started doing it? It's a really good way for avoiding. It's just at the top of that, just where that blue light was at the top of Whirlpool there. So we're going to see if they utilise that. Maybe it's a bit early in the weekend. Who knows? Yeah. But moving around the map is always super important on Slayer, and being fast, even more so.
Yeah, Wonder Boy isn't here this weekend, so we can talk about it without people going into PTSD. Yeah, I think we just have a quick restart of the lobby. That's why we're going to sit in this beautiful, a lot of water. We go from Aqua to Love Fire. It's just all the things about water. But yeah, look. While we're here, might as well do a shout out to the University of Staffs. Massive appreciation to them for having us in the facility once again. Arena looking chef's kiss fantastic, and of course Passion Pit as well. I know a lot of people in there, and it's gonna be a good fun weekend. Like places to chill. We got after party at the Ember. Like people down the road, we're gonna have a pint or two. Or more if the Champions League final goes the way of Arsenal, for us that are also football fans. But yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it's just going to be a super fun weekend. I think it's going to be enjoyable. Everyone loves playing on LAN, and I think, I think we need more LANs. We need another Halo, obviously, but we need more LANs as well. And of course, campaign evolved. That won't be multiplayer, of course. But sad. But no, rumored end of July.
So I heard rumored end of July. Yeah, and that maybe
not confirmed because I don't know anything.
No.
But like, who knows? Yeah, maybe end of July, August. Maybe, hopefully, hold some people over until until we get an announcement for H7.
First Halo title on a PlayStation. I think that's a good thing. Bring more people in for the next title. Like Halo Infinite beginning was booming, right? Like we're in this kind of download at the minute where we dedicated a few. We're still playing the LANs. We saw all the usual suspects. Loads from Halo 5 as well. Still here. This is the crunch time. This is where you can have a little bit of a play with things, figure stuff out, make a name for yourself. And there's a few players that are here today that once Halo 7 rolls out, they're definitely going to be something to reckon with. And if you're smiling, you know the couple of players that I'm talking about. I can think of at least 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think if we're honest, I think most of that Lumen on Ember kind of team. You know, Cammy winning a couple FFAs, Suspense just looking so good, and also still a kid, man, like 19. Like it's just H7 gonna be fantastic as well. But I guess that's the other thing, and maybe this is a random off-the-wall question while we wait, but given that like Xbox has a new CEO who's trying to make it more exclusives and like things within Xbox, do you think Campaign Evolve will be like a one-time PlayStation thing, and then it'll be like, oh, back internal, enjoy your one campaign, and then you're done? I think that so personally, I think that having multi-platform is always good. Like Apex does it. Loads of esports do it. I mean, Valorant doesn't do it because obviously, like keyboard and mouse versus whatever, like Counter-Strike obviously doesn't do it. But like, there are some games that do it and it works. Like Overwatch, you can play on both, I believe. Can you? COD, you can play on both, I think. I think you can play against each other.
Yeah, I know they don't on LAN. Like I know on LAN it's like, but I think Halo moving to that kind of multi-platform identity will help bring in more players and it'll refresh the ecosystem. And like, I'm not gonna lie, like, don't get me wrong, Halo 5's comp was like really good. Like I loved that game. Halo 4 didn't land great, and Infinite was the mixed bag because how it launched. We told this story like so many times. I'm sure the people on the stream are like, oh, this again. I think going into Halo 7, like bringing in PlayStation, and to answer your original question, putting the games on PlayStation, I think it's the right play. But none of that matters now because that's in the future. Let's get into this game 2 of our first series of the tournament.
Yeah, we're going to get on to Slayer Recharge, and I can already tell you by the amount of red that was in the kill feed, and I believe it is 3-1 to Zims as we get on board here. Yeah, I also believe Zims got a camo as well. So, yeah, everything up and going. We like to tease people with the scoreboard. That's what it is. Have a look. 3-1, but yeah. Interesting start. You can see all of Goffs just hanging together, pushing into this tower. Square Melon, they're going to find one. Can they find a second? They will get Neb as well. Dreams finds one again. 3 dead already, but it looks like Wafts has got a double. Look at that. The camera, the nameplate, the scoreboard, everything's lining up in game 2.
We're locked in. Woo! We're ready and locked in. And as the respawns come up here, that was a lot of fighting in blue, and both teams are going to spawn really far apart. Theo's trying to find some info, and they found them, and the collapse is going to come in here. Goffs have to respond really fast. Yeah,
I saw a shock rifle go out as well. You can see it again. I think it's on the back of maybe Dreams. Ryan Noob here. Gonna get taken down. Dreams doesn't have the... Someone's got the shock. Yeah, 5 kills for Wafts already. That's Square Melon. That's the one. He's gonna find a kill as well. Lots of pinging into the storage. The mark assist. Dreams trying to find kills. And look at this. Neb's gonna be really low. And Shabby Dagger just copping a stray. Wasn't even meant for him. But Zims with a huge start. 13-10, but this is exactly what you wanted. Waft's going to find a kill. He's all trying to get away. The Dizzler. Just so many shots. He's eventually going to get taken out, but this is a hectic start.
Yeah, this is excellent pressure from Zims. Goff's on the back foot from like a map standpoint here, just because they're being caught in their respawn, they're having to respond, and it's the great teams that go on far into the brackets that know how to respond under pressure. And a lot of people say like, oh, I got spawn killed, this, that, and the other. But the way to get around it is don't die in the first place, and understanding how to play under pressure is exactly how you do that. And it's 4 down for Zims, and James were all tied up.
You heard it here first, folks. Get good and don't die. Easiest way to win a Slayer. Camo going to be up as well. Neb laying down some shots into Dreams. Trying to get close. Will find that camo. Does take him out as well. Neb taking the camo and escaping. But will die straight away. So again, another map where camo, at the moment, not really doing anything.
Both teams have been great at making sure that the resources are not able to be used by the opponent, and the score is so close, getting the back smack there on Square Melon. I mean, guy's now 7-3, so land debut, but still making a name for himself here. If I'm on Goffs right now, I need to be really thinking about how I can slow this game down, because we've been playing on multiple fronts here, and Goffs play really well when they're able to stay together and form a line. We saw them do it on Aquarius, and that's why they won, and now the split spawn times are coming in from Zims. This is where the pressure needs to come in while they had the time, so they can split them across the map.
Yeah, you're going to see Wafts here with the shock, Neb with his beloved battle rifle as well. I think that'll be one guy who would not be disappointed with BR starts, but you can see how many people Wafts just saw in the tower. All that info being pushed over. Got a clip and a bullet left. Dreams, he's gonna just about avoid it, but Neb finding a double with a triple, perfect as well. Will get taken out, but Sims go to 3 dead. Wafts gonna go down, but a huge play out of Neb and Manglador.
Man. Oh, Neb making the most of that as well. Square Melon responding in kind, but Neb made the most of that with the triple. I was thinking like Wasp was so far away with that shock rifle. I was thinking he needs to go help his team. He needs to get in there. We were talking about this in the fly through, and Neb just came in clutch, got the double, got the 5 shot for the triple, made it work out. And now look at this, only 2 kills between. Like I said, this is going to be close. This is going to be like a 50-47, 50-48 if Sims can stay dialed in. But the numbers advantages with Goffs, and they need to lay this pressure on. They're tied up again.
Yeah, Square Melon going double positive on a LAN debut and a Slayer. Things you love to see. On the other side, Wafts in the double digit as well. 31 apiece as we are getting into it. Wafts is down there. He's going to get taken out by Theo in a 1v2. Dreams starting to get shot in the back by Diz. Shabby. It's good to see Shabby on LAN. It's always good to see, you know, these people come and maybe not play as much online, but come out for the big boy tourneys. Dreams hanging into the long haul, gonna cob a bullet right in the head straight away, and Shabby putting in 1 shot. He's gonna manage to get away, get some shields. Theo gonna be the surprise. Dreams gets taken down. Wafts finds Theo as well. The 1-shot cross map. Square Melon, can he be the source of the triple? He can't. But Goff's now starting to apply the pressure.
Man, the map control they had before that exchange, they had all their players along the side, and Zims were like crunched into like the side of Elevator Tower and the part of Blue. You could tell the collapse was coming, and Goff's got the pick, and then they relentlessly pushed them, and we're tied again. The returns come through. Can they break 40 first? This is so close.
Oh, Wafts 1 bullet away from a fantastic double as well. Will get beaten out. You can see Square Melon with the pings. Diz for like the 3rd death in a row, being 1 shot and running and then getting taken out. Neb gonna be here, waits for Dreams. They trade. Theo shooting into C as well. On board with Diz. 10 assists already, the wingman. Can he find another? He's actually going to find that kill onto Brian Noob. Shock rifles up as well, getting pinged. Question is, which team is going to go for it? 40-41. Zims 1 ahead. Now you can see hanging out in the pipes, just waiting. Nade starting to come out, but this is just starting to become a game of cat and mouse. 9 kills to go. Make it 8. A Square Melon finds Shabby. Diz up the top as well, and as you can see, it's starting to slow down. Wafts finds a kill. Shock rifle, I believe, has been grabbed by Dreams, but he gets taken out by Wafts as well.
That's a big kill. Shock rifle's down there. We'll stay on the ground for 30 seconds or so, see if someone can get it. And they're running, James. Zims are running away. They're all weak.
Oh, Square Melon finds an absolutely insane double there to keep it 44-44. I really thought Goffs were going to find a couple of kills and try to take that lead, but Zims so good. And you can see even the bounce of the nade off the stairs. They are so locked in right now. Camo is up. Dreams going for it. He's going to get taken down by Wafts though. Neb going to slide across. He gets taken out. Poor positioning there. Square Melon, 45. It's 47-45. 3 dead for Goffs. And now Zims, like you talked about, got to be so careful about where they're spawning these guys. Neb trying to rush in. Dreams does get taken down. Diz finds a very important double kill. You mentioned 50-47. Well, it's 48-47 now. Wafts gonna be in this fight against Theo. If he goes in, he's just gonna hang on top, just trying to get the overwatch. Gonna start to shoot Theo, but you can see the push starting to come in. Goffs only need 3 kills. Horrible positioning from Wafts. He gets taken down. Square Melon has camo. It's not even gonna matter. I believe it was a 50-47 finish. The lights go red.
That's why I'm here, mate.
And we are tied 1 apiece.
This is why I'm here.
Oh my God.
Zims there, I mean, credit to them. There were moments where Goffs like slowed to get Rubik's Cubes out again. The game slowed down and Goffs tried to take control of, Zims tried to take control of what was going on. They were really good at just laying on the pressure, and Goffs really need to adapt to that. I think they're used to being in the driver's seat from what they've been playing on for the last few weeks, but in this game especially, I mean, Square Melon had such a good game. They were just really good at not allowing them to get space for that long. Goffs had multiple attempts to set up, they had one good execution, but Zims were just playing so quick they couldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, 17 kills for Square Melon. Almost 6k damage dealt is kind of ridiculous.
2k delta
in a Slayer is just outrageous. But yeah, I think if we can go to the kills and deaths page, I think he went double positive, or like pretty close to, because maybe we can look at it later. But that was kind of insane, like how good he was.
Yeah. This is interesting because I thought when I said 50-47, I meant 50-47 that Goffs were going to win. I didn't expect Zims to come through there. Not to say that I don't think they can win, but I thought Goffs would come out the victor from what we saw in Aquarius. This is interesting. Now we have a series on our hands. And Live Fire Oddball switches it up completely in terms of how the game's going to be played now. Live Fire, big map, plays a little bit slower. Obviously with the ball we can now play around B, we can play around tower. And we've seen that Zims likes to play really quickly into Goffs to stop them from setting up, stopping that methodical type of play. Now that we're on Live Fire and the map's a little bit bigger, are they going to have the speed and awareness to be able to continue to do that from an objective standpoint? Because that Aquarius ran away. From an objective standpoint, that Aquarius ran away pretty quickly after we got to 3-2. So, are we going to see a game 5 here? I'm going to say yeah. I think we are.
Okay. I am interested to see as well. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those that. Yeah, I mean, it's got to see how the oddball goes as well. Like, I think that's going to be the big one, right? Like, I think if one of these teams can, if we're going to go to a game 3 in the oddball, or like if one team can really grab this oddball and literally and figuratively and make it like a 2-0, I think they're going to have a lot of momentum going into that King of the Hill Solitude, and definitely a map in Soli that really lends itself to like spawn trapping.
Yes.
And then if you can get on top,
yes,
you see it with the pros. Like when teams play Magin just absolutely bully people on that map, because as soon as you get a spawn trap, it's just like
Tram and Hotel.
You ain't leaving.
Yeah.
Like, then it's really difficult.
One thing that needs to happen in this game if Goffs are going to win, their roster is all about enabling Woffs. We saw at the end of that game, they thought they had the damage. He went in super aggressively, got punished really hard because they weren't able to clean up the other kills for him to push Square Melon there right at the end when he died bottom mid. They need to enable him in this oddball game. They need to give him the space to allow him to do what he needs to do. And that means that he cannot be holding the ball for long. He is their Slayer from what we've seen previously and from today so far.
Yeah, I'm also of the same vein. I think definitely if they can find a way to almost unlock him, and in that situation, like, I think for me, like, you should not be giving the ball to Woffs, right? Like, no. Just find someone else to kind of deal with it, and then it's going to make life like a lot easier for them. So.
But oddball is as much about strategy as it is about slays, because you can slay and slay and slay, but you need that scrappy time with the ball. You need to make the intelligent rotations so you can lose players and still gain time. Even if you lose an engagement, if you lose a team fight, if you're the last man with the ball and you get a good rotation, and then you stand over the edge of back green, you get yourself like 15 or 17 seconds there just from wasting the opponent's time. So it's not necessarily, like, Slayer's important, but it's not purely down to it.
Yeah, but let's get into it. Map number 3 of this first round. It is going to be a oddball live fire. I keep thinking Slayer. How good that Slayer was. I want more. That's why we need a game 5. Oddball on live fire. Another classic. All 3 maps as Woffs. You mentioned it. Gonna find a beautiful kill. Dreams there. He's going to be the last one left alive almost for Zims. It is going to be Square Melon just about surviving, but Woffs off to another hot start. But Square Melon, camo and snipe will get taken down. does allow Shabby to find this. Sounds like we're going to have to restart lobby.
We'll let you know why. I'm not
I
sure.
I was getting in there. Wafts was already warming up, getting feisty with it as well. Sheesh. Yeah, as soon as we know why we need to restart, we will let you know. But damn, that was man was getting feisty with it, I can tell you.
I still want to see more equipment being played with in this series. I think both, not that they're not using it, but both teams are so effective at shutting down the camo. Like now we've got the camo and the QT. We saw a bit of it at the end there with the sniper just before we had to restart the game.
Yeah.
And the repulsor, like there's all the toys on this map. I like a few of the repulsed players. I've not seen a pancake for a while. I feel like that doesn't happen as often anymore. But
we need more. Yeah, I'm never going to say no to pancakes. Those who have seen me know. I live with it.
But I still think that the usual kind of, like the stuff we were casting last weekend when we were on about the camo and like the flank players that we were seeing last weekend with it. I think, was it even Goffs that did it? Did they get like a triple kill by standing behind a brute or something on this map last week?
Yeah, that was Shabby like closing out the game, right?
Yeah.
With
more
the
of
camo.
that.
Yeah.
More of that. In fact, was it against this team? I can't remember. But like, we need to see more of the camo kind of coming out and doing what it needs to do. And to do that, it's all about that map control, because we've seen a lot of grabs. Like we saw at the end of that the recharge game that Neb was like, they thought they had the camo and he just, essentially suicided for it. Yeah. So we need to see more controlled grabs and less desperation for power-ups from both teams so that they can use it to the full effect and maybe the games won't be as close.
Speaking of games being close, I have some scoreboard coming in. I can see Majin 3-0 over Not Pro Wemonka. Wox team 50-41 in the Slayer, 250-88 in the Strongholds. So, yeah, Imagine usually known as a team that likes to blank people in strongholds. So, 88 points, very, very decent. On the other side as well, Luminon Ember versus Oppencat. 2-0 to Luminon Ember so far. It was a 50-37 in the Slayer, and I believe it 2-0 in the Oddball. We'll work that up.
I don't think I'm surprised by any of those results in particular. I think that's what we would expect. But it's good to see that, in none of the series, there's no shutouts. Not yet. We'll see what happens in the champ bracket when people get really serious tomorrow. I think the teams are still kind of feeling out what the strats are today, kind of figuring each other out. Obviously there's favourites, obviously there's predictions, but it's good to see no one getting shut out in day one. Nobody wants that. And as we said, we had a team go. So actually the big drama of today is only one team will go. You do not want to be that team.
No, and I'm pretty sure we're actually going to have that basically elimination game on stage later as well. Like Not Pro Wemonka versus Choking Hazard in the same group as these guys and Majin, of course. So that game going to be an absolute banger later on. I think me and Seal on the desk for that one. So very excited. Diz. Both teams. Oh my God! Square Melon almost finding a kill, but the QT at the last moment. Saving Wafts there. Theo off to a rampaging start. The no-scope from Square Melon hits Neb as well. Has he even missed a shot? Oh my God, the man is just on fire. But yeah, so far Zims with the ball and the lead, and Square Melon doing a lot of damage.
Good start for them here, wasting a lot of time. That's 3 players down for Goss as well. Camo in hand, so they essentially got everything here. He needs to win this fight. That is massive for Wasp to take that camo down. So now there's a gap in the armor. Now they've got a chance to push up as that comes in. Holding on C is typical here. They're slowly pushing up around the other side, and the rotation's been called. I think they're going to play this ball here, James. And the question is, can Goffs go and pick that up and make something of it before the Zims respawns come in?
Yeah, massive 43-0 start. That's exactly what you want. Dreams being the ball boy. Brian Noob just going to get executed. Green gun as well for Neb. Loves the sandbox. Bandit, I saw the Commando in the last game. There's been the green gun. Dreams just about manages to get out. Neb gonna get taken down. Shabby's one shot as well, trying to run away. Dream's gonna chase him. And the problem with that right there is not cleaning up that Dreams kill has basically directly led to 2 deaths for Goffs.
Yeah, It's the speed. I feel like Zims are playing very quickly, and Goss like to play methodically and enable Wasps, as we were saying earlier, and they're just not being able to do it here. It's organised tactics versus like guerrilla warfare at this point, and it's working out for Zims, and they've got the ball again, but Shabby's got the QT, or he did. So they're trying to use the equipment again, but these desperate grabs for stuff is really causing issues. I guess he burnt it, which is good. But look at this, James. 52-0 already, with hardly any of the round time gone. And the Slayers are highly in the favour of Zims right now, and they're just moving wherever they want. So with another rotation here, they're 60 points ahead. They've got the time. Dreams is last person alive. Just needs to stay up to stop split spawn. And if they can get Neb, that's even better.
I've got to come in with an absolute upset alert right now. Energize versus Banana Bandits. First game 4-0 to Energize on the Lattice King of the Hill. Game 2, 50-48 to the Banana Bandits. So 1-1 in that game.
Wow.
Kalpin and co against Mafusi and co. What a banger that is. Neb. So keep an eye on that. That's one apiece. That's going to be huge. Neb finding a kill with the camo as well. Sniper from Dreams. Very, very lucky that Neb manages to get away, but this camo allowing Goffs right now, another missed snipe shot, allowing Goffs right now to pull up a massive set of time on their own. Woff's gonna find a double. Can he find any more? Shabby gonna try and replace that. Oh, the body shot from Woffs, and Theo grabbing it basically out of thin air. Diz says, thank you very much. I think the snipe was empty. The stick as well onto Square Melon as he comes out the window. Have one of these, son. Neb finding a nade kill before getting taken down in a trade. And 3 minutes to go, 60-43 in this first round. Theo trying to get this ball away and won't. Shabby puts him in the dirt. Woff's trying to find yet another kill. Shabby going to clean him up. And with 2 dead on Zims, Goff's going to find a little bit of time in this window.
That was good from them. There was a small pinch movement there as Shabby came over the sandbags to help out. And gets a double kill off screen, speaking of the man. And that's allowed them to get the situation here. And now we're looking at getting tied up with 2 down. I reckon Goss are going to get to at least 68 points, 70 points here before Zims can do anything. And if that's the case, a smart rotation, a 1-team fight, and this round has been busted right open. So we might see that Goffs actually have the potential to take this round if they can get it, but the fight's coming in, and 2 players go down. 3.
Square Melon. Brian Noob, everyone finding kills. 69, nice, to 65 as Zims gonna pick up this ball and should be converting that lead back. It's actually gonna be an even until they pick it up again. 11 kills for Square Melon. Tell you what, the man is not out here being kind of intimidated by the light show. Definitely finding a lot of kills and finding a lot of impact. Gonna be potentially playing this ball. I think Goffs will have got the camo.
Oh, huge.
And a huge trade as well. Play the ball and the trade. Shabby, I think, has the camo as well. Finds the kill in the back. Neb cleaning up that kill as well. That nade's not going to bounce. Finds a double. Will get taken down by Square Melon. Of course he will. It's Square Melon. Man's literally everywhere.
Man, that Neb play right there, getting the double kill to stop them from getting the ball and setting up in C, that might have just kept his team in the game from this small exchange. And look how it's snowballing now. Diz is in, they're going in, they get the double, 3 are down. This has all come off Neb getting that double kill earlier on and pushing through.
Yeah, the Dizzler making it work. Tried to find a back smack Neb. And that, nading himself. But that was the thing that I said, right? Like, that's the payback. Missed the kill on Dreams earlier, got 2 of his team killed. Found a double kill there, finds a way to keep his team alive. Sniper, it is going to be Theo, just brains Diz as he tries to come in. Hello, good night, see you later. Thanks for coming. Shabby with a double as well. 3 dead for Zims, and this hot start may have been for absolutely nothing in this first round of Oddball. 8 seconds. All you got to do, Neb, is hold the ball. Zims coming around the camo, trying to push in. Just hold the ball for like 3 seconds, mate, and this is done, signed, sealed, and delivered. Goffs take round 1. But like you said, Zim's such a hot start, but Goffs, once they put it together, unstoppable.
It's that cleanup. Zim seems really good at just keeping the fights going and making them go longer and longer and longer so Goffs can't set up. And as I was saying, that play from Neb where he went in and he just totally disrupted that strategy as they tried to do a quick one with the ball, it lost them. Zim's lost the round because of that.
Yeah. Speaking of losing, it is going to be Square Melon forcing Goffs to lose the snipe, lose control of the ball. Everyone from Zims is just having a bit of a party in the Brutes. It's like 7 players instead of 4. QT still there. Camo going to come up. You can see not quite going for it.
Not taking the bait.
That is the worst type of thing to do when there's someone with a snipe. Going to miss the shot onto Neb as well. Is going to hit it. Ball gets played, but Camo has been acquired. But I think Dreams managed to kill Woffs, who might have had it. Neb going to get taken down. Woffs finds one. He gets taken down as well. It was a Dreams double. Woo. But Theo going to whiz a bullet past Shabby's head. The beard might have got slightly shaved by that one right there. Square Melon again finding a kill, but 29-0 again, Adam. It's a Zim's hot start.
Yeah, looking at that start there where Wasp flanks round from the bridge to try to make the play, the reason why that didn't work out is that Wasp was so aggressive that the rest of the team couldn't push up after Neb went down. So the aggressive pushes are coming in, but it's a really slight timing and angle kind of, not issue, but just something that the Goths just need to tighten up. And if they can do that, they'll get the round more like how it was towards the end last time. It's just a timing thing. It's just because Zims play so quickly and they play so closely together.
100%. Dreams going to be grabbing this ball. They are trying to bring it towards tower, but the cleanup is not fully done. Square Melon finding Diz, Woffs, and Neb getting kills. Theo cleaning up Woffs. But it's a bit of a crazy fight right now. Shabby and Theo getting the trade. Neb gets a bullet to the brain from Square Melon. Again, dude, 19 kills. Woffs on 17 as well. Like, it's actually crazy. These two just absolutely throwing haymakers around these maps.
You got to enable your players. Everyone's in the team because they have a strength. Even if a strength is holding the ball, like a good rotation can win you the game. So it's like, even though objective isn't the most flashy of things, it's super important. And look how much time that Dreams has got, 65, and his team's 55 seconds ahead. Square Melon's trying to do his bit. He's catching up while also slaying. It's just the one-man band at the minute. But it goes to show this is a big challenge. That's going to switch around control as 3 players go down here, James. Can Goffs get that ball and get some time on this second round?
Yeah, man's trying to finish the fight all by himself. Goffs finally getting hand onto ball. Theo gonna push in. Oh, it's a little bit windy, but Diz finally catches a boot. Deary me, that was hectic. That's
No one saw anything.
That's not what you want to do on the main stage. Oh dear. It's like a windmill and then a nade to your own feet. It's tragic. On board with Shabby. Everyone's been there, mate. Everyone's been there. Oh!
Sit.
Woo! Good night. Thanks for coming, sweet dreams. Take that one back. Oh, Square Melon almost getting brained as well. Deary me. The zoom in. It is going to be Brian Noob managing to find the escape. Oh. Shabby does get taken down. The revenge kill from Dreams. Square Melon goes down. Woffs getting a kill with the oddball. It's a melee trade. Diz trying to find a kill. Dreams. Theo doesn't even know where he's getting shot from.
Nothing.
It's crazy everywhere. 2 in the tunnel are spotted. 2.5 minutes. Clock starting to become an issue, but 61-4 Zims. Just again, another insane start. And Goffs, they got to work out how to make this work. But Dreams finding a double, does have a snipe, does have a ball. Man's doing everything.
After what we saw, Shabby needs the sniper. That sequence, he didn't miss once. He only died because he slid in and they didn't have comms. Now the stage is starting to heat up as well. I don't know if that came through the mic, but your time is becoming an issue here. And as the ball starts to move around to B, well, it's going to start looking like Zims is closing in on winning this second round. And they're going to do that by holding B while Square Melon's got the sniper. 26 and 15 gets another kill off screen.
Yeah, man. Doing absolute bits. Theo going to play the ball. As they're starting to arrive at his position. Oh, actually gets a little bit of help. Square Melon finds a back smack. He's going to try and get away. I think there was a QT or a repulse there, but yeah, he can't walk out there, Diz. He's going to be absolutely fried by the members of Zims. 3 versus 3. Shabby Dagger finding Brian Noob. Wafts going to have to work out what to do with this ball. Can't leave it in there. A free setup. It's 78-11. Might as well just call it curtains. Might as well shut it down. Might as well send it to round number 3. 4 dead briefly for Goffs, and I'm not sure there's any way that they can get in here. It's going to be a miracle. Dreams finding the brain of Shabby as well. Diz trying to push over, but I think we're going to round number 3, Adam.
Yeah, the oddball rounds are probably going to reflect the series score here. Shabby going down there really was kind of the nail in the coffin for this round. Zims are just doing a really good job of keeping Goffs on 3 players instead of 4. And there we go. We're going to a round 3. Game 3, round 3. It couldn't get any closer than this. After what we've seen online, something on LAN has changed.
I told you, mate. I told you, like, this is what... Shout out to Outcast, by the way. He might not be here, but we asked the peeps for some recommendations for game on streams, of course, just to check in, make sure we were getting all the lore. And this one was pretty much number 1, top most recommended game. So I'm very excited to see, you know, and it's been very exciting as well. It's going to be Wafts with the snipe. Oh, I love the golden white. It's just a nice look. It looks clean.
I was going to go on a Destiny 2 thing there, but wrong game.
Too soon.
Looks like the shader from Leviathan.
too soon for Destiny 2 players, I can tell you.
Sorry, guys. All quiet, really, here. Neither team managing to get...
Oh, he shot the nade! Oh, no! Oh.
Look out, sir.
Oh, no! Oh, it's a bad day to be a nade out in live fire, I can tell you. Oh, my God. Almost Theo just avoided getting brained.
You gotta switch to your bandit, man. You gotta switch to your bandit.
Oh,
come on.
What a horrible sequence. Oh my God. Hey, at least they kept the snipe though. It's now Shabby with the snipe as you asked for, but that was hard to watch. That was brutal. Deary me. Yeah, just waste it. Just get out the hands. It's done. 4 dead for Goffs as well. But once again, Zim's going to have a real nice setup in A.
Yeah, Respawn's going to come in on C. They've got to try and get the pick here. Someone might push out to Turbine. If that happens, they can do something with it. I think Brian Noob's over there, so if they can get the info and pick, but they're offering to push through River again. This split here, Shabby is so alone and unable to help the team. He goes down. Does trade with 3, though. They managed to get it. So it kind of worked out, but the ball's going to reset. The Respawns are going to come in, James. As I keep saying with Goffs, they need to get there. They need to do something before the respawns come in, and Neb goes down to the respawners, which means the answer is, unfortunately, no.
No. No. But again, like, one of those things, like, if he's just a little bit more patient, gotta get the shields back. Like, just jumping up with no shields, always gonna be a death sentence. Square Melon, 31 kills, 76 seconds of ball time. Like, anything the man can't do.
He's MVP of this game.
Yeah, he's MVP of this series so far. Ooh. The Rubik's Cube as well, just adding to the lore. Man's doing everything. 3 dead for Zims. Now they need to pick up this ball. Now they need to work it out. Neb, all you can see is the hair. The ball flaming, his hair flaming. It's a match made in heaven. It is going to be Wafts with the QT though. Theo, you can see they're trying to jump up. 5 seconds to the snipe as well, but here comes the push from Zims. Neb going to go down. Diz finds 1. Wafts going down. It's a 3v2. Make it a 2v2. Square Melon removes Shabby, and it's just Diz left. And again,
they didn't play it.
Again, they don't play this ball. And again, they give Zims a setup. Oh my God! Oh my God! Square Melon just removes Wafts' head. Oh my God, and he clips Diz. Shabby with the back smack, he finds a double. Oh my God. Square Melon has been unbelievable this series.
Dude, how do you get the ball like that and fumble it and get that no-scope? And we've ended up with a Goffs set up now. Sniper's down, didn't see how many bullets it had, but my God.
Dear, oh dear, Diz trying to move it. He's going to get taken down. Waft's the last one alive. But again, they don't end up playing the ball. They're trying to rotate it. Zim's just having so much more fun here. It's going to be Square Melon finding 1. Waft's trying to find a triple. finally will play the ball. They actually got it right. Dearie me, Shabby Dagger trying to find one. He's going to get taken down by Square Melon, who makes it look really easy. 38 kills. He's got 11 more than anyone else in this lobby in his first LAN.
Man, I'm putting some question I'm putting a question mark over that. Some unchecked aggression from Goffs coming here. Maybe some frustration. Maybe some frustration coming through. Shabby's challenge there into 2 or 3 players there. That was borderline suicidal.
He's double positive with 40 kills. What is happening right now? Zims going for this ball. Waffs finally going to end the killing spree. Can he find a double? Brian Noob gonna find one, but Zims just traveling in packs. It is going to be Goffs who find it. That is a crazy place to stand. I think he may have actually got away with the camo. If he can find this kill as well. Did he put... Oh, the camo's not been found, and Dreams finds one, and actually they're going to steal this camo. Diz manages to play the ball, but 3 dead, and Zims steal a camo out.
Respawns are in though. They got time. That flank was a little slow, so they've stopped him, which is good. But the ball's making its way up now. This is crunch time now. We're entering that territory where there's not much space for mistakes here. Sniper, I think, is coming up soon. Probably got about 20 seconds left of this camo. Doesn't manage to get it. It's 1v1, and the respawns start coming in again here. But we're not on a reset, James. This is it. 1 minute left. Time is becoming a massive factor for Goss now. They have to get this aggression in check.
Yeah, starts there. Neb finding a great kill. Now they got to pick up this ball. They got to do something. They got to stop Square Melon. That's really what they got to do. 44, 21, and 87 seconds of ball time. The guy has been absolutely unbelievable and has the snipe again. Will be trying to get hunted down by the nades. Is one shot, but is going to get away. And they actually even have ball on their side as well. Square Melon, massive takedown. Reload, we'll find a body shot. Brian Noob goes down as well. 4 dead for Zims. And this is what Goffs need. A massive hold right now. Absolutely massive if they're going to win this game.
Oh, Waff's going down as well. Someone needs to pick that up. It's got some shots in it, and they need to rotate around quickly. But they're being blocked here. And it's 2 for 1. Melon is down though, so they have got a bit of space. I mean, it's Melon versus the world right now. But the clock is now ticking down. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left.
Wait, Shabby actually managed to survive that on no shields as well. Brian Noob, if they can clean him out, which they do, it is going to be a trade though. But where is this ball? Oh, it's in Goff's hands. Waffs has got it right now. Now they've just got to stop the players from coming in. Easy back smack, but Theo's there. It's going to be the nade into the corner. Can he find it? But Theo, one shot, 18 seconds. They don't even need to hold this ball. But Square Melon, he's one shot against Diz. He's going to take him down. Shabby Dagger going to have to QT, but Waffs has the ball. Waffs has the ball and has managed to escape. There's only 11 seconds left on the clock. Neb going in. That's not going to work. I don't even think they can play this ball. I'm not even sure there's going to be enough time if they do. But here comes Square Melon. Like a man in the night, a man possessed. It's 5 seconds left. The ball gets played. Oh my God, Neb. He can surely get it. He can't. Gets played, and Zims. Oh my God. What a game of oddball for Square Melon. Oh my days. Brother dropped almost 50 kills.
Man, looking at the stage after the game as well, seeing at the teams laughing at each other, like even the guys on Goss were looking over at Melon like, what just happened? What is this? So, we're not going to be able to get the leaderboard, unfortunately, because we just had an issue with the server. But my God, like Square Melon, like if he can play like that all, like LAN debut, playing like that, man's going to find himself on some teams. Look, there's the real MVP. Yeah, what's in that Rubik's Cube? Admin, what's in the Rubik's Cube?
Rubik's Cube buff. Sure. Oh my God.
That was insane. And the aggression, the rotation from Goss right at the end there was so good. Like, Waffs had the ball, he was taking him for such a walk. And I think the lesson here that Goss need to think about is when we're being aggressive, and we're being aggressive where we've got the space, because there was a couple of times where players went down that shouldn't have gone down. Like, Waffs was trying to play and make plays, and the team wasn't there to react. Shabby had a few where he was trying to make plays, and the team weren't there to react. And it's not necessarily what they want to do, it's where they are when they're trying to do it.
Yeah, it's... Man, like, what a crazy
And then the
game.
square melon, right?
Yeah, like what? I don't even know how to quantify what just happened. Like that's probably one of the most insane oddballs like I've ever seen. And these have been like 3 absolutely insane maps, like the 3 OG Infinite maps, and they've all been absolute bangers.
Yeah.
My God, how do you, like, if you're Goffs, like, how do you pick yourself up from that as you go into the King of the Hill Solitude, knowing that really Zims had a hot start all 3 rounds?
You shelve it. You do not dwell on it. Like, some of them have gone outside for a break or like for a drink or whatever. Good idea. Shelve it. That's one for VOD review tonight for tomorrow. That 100%. There will be times in that game where someone's made a decision and they've lost that round by 7 points. Not like one specific player, but something somewhere will have happened a couple of times why they lost that game, because they are a good team. We were singing their praises earlier. Zims, you know, credit to them. They've really brought it. But if there's ever a game for a VOD review, my God, it's that.
My God, yeah. That one, yeah, you're gonna have to back through that one. Let's do a little bit of updating on the scores around the world as well. Oppencat versus Luminon Ember. Instead it was 2-0 to Luminon Ember. Well, they closed it out 3-0, 4-1 in the latest King of the Hill. Energize versus the Banana Bandits. Yeah, Banana Bandits, like we said, took that Slayer. Ended up going 3-1 to Energize at the end of that Origin CTF as well, to finish off that map and mode. So already a first 3-1. That's good fun. This is definitely going to be at least a 3-1, if not a 3-2. But yeah, good, some good bangers to start it off.
Yeah, and speaking of teams and people that are in the arena, just there, you can see Luminon Ember, you can see Finners and Kurt just on the arena seating there, watching this game. As they know, we've got a series on our hands now, so everyone's coming in to see what's going on, because, you know, a lot of us have predictions for Luminon Ember, for Goffs, and for Zims. A lot of us have got our own predictions, so this is really setting the tone for today, so people have come in to watch.
Yeah, I think I don't blame them. This is going to be an absolute banger as well. And Luminon Ember, of course, on main stage next as well versus Energize. That's going to be an absolute banging matchup as well. I think the thing to think about now is, like, Energize losing a Slayer to the Banana Bandits. Like, is that going to affect how they go against Luminon Ember as well? Like, is that a chink in the armor? Like, something to think about.
You're really not going to head case about that. I mean, like, the thing is as well, if you drop a game like that, is there some subconscious pressure like, oh, now I've got to do that again? And then if you don't start the game like that, how is that? Like, this is where the mental comes in. And if you, like, I don't know the history of Square Melon and like what other games he's played or if he's played on LAN before, but like, if you have a banger like that and then something happens in the next game, how do you keep... You don't want to chalk it. You've got to stay locked in. And similarly, if you're on the side of Gosh, you know, you had that first game where you seemed really dominant. Yeah. And then the second game fell through your fingers, and the third game fell through your fingers. So it's like, it's so frustratingly close, and it's keeping that mental, that experience that players on this team have of being in like LAN finals and stuff. You've got to stay locked in.
Yeah, it's it's just such an insane first game. Like, it's been super fun, and I think you're right. For Goffs, it's like, okay, we dominated that first game. Like, game 2, again, like another one for the VOD review, just the end was a little scrappy, like tried to do a little too much, and then that oddball, like you said, a few times they could have won it, definitely didn't play the ball enough. Like, so many times they went down.
The tower one.
Yeah,
that was bad.
Zims just had like a free ball so many times, but that's not to take anything away from Zims, right? Like, are the 5th seed, Goff's the 4th seed, that's why we're talking about it like this, but yeah, I mean, how do you stop Square Melon, man? Like, the guy basically dropped a 50 bomb and had the most oddball time, which is one of the most insane things I've ever seen in an oddball live fire, and we've been doing this a long time.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if we can get it on the camera, but over there I can see Johnson with the Square Melon is final. I don't know if we can get the camera on that over there, but I think we're starting to get a bit of a feeling in the studio about what's going on. We'll see if we can get that. Maybe we can't, I don't know. But I'm inclined to agree after what I just saw. That no-scope where he just turned around and just blasted... Was it what? He just blasted him.
I think it was Diz, yeah.
He just got annihilated. That was sick.
Yeah, just like, oh, you want to chow me on this? Bam! Nope. Sit down. Thanks for coming.
M&K Master S.
Yeah, M&K Master S. That's right. That's right.
Can't do that on a controller.
Nope. No, you cannot. But yeah, it's kind of Whew, that was crazy. But yeah, now they got to lock in, right? Like everyone's taking a second. Solitude, King of the Hill. Next up, obviously a map no longer in the HCS map pool, but beloved by many people. Not me. I hate it.
Really?
Oh, it's because I'm terrible at it. It's just I've never been a fan of that map for some reason. But yeah, starting to learn it. But yeah, it's tough out there. But look, King of the Hill Solitude, like we talked about, spawn traps.
Yes, it's going to be that tram and that hotel kind of spawn trap towards Cafe and towards Blue that you're looking for here. Especially with King of the Hill, you're fighting for spawns. Like we've gone from game modes where the spawns are fluid, like CTF, you're fighting to spawn them somewhere bad. King of the Hill, you have to master the spawns for your team because you want to be traveling to the hill quicker. It's all about how fast it takes you to get to the hill. You want to be fighting on the objective, you want to be respawning near the objective, and staying alive. We were talking a lot in that live fire about people staying alive, like Shabby Dagger got away towards the end when he was one shot. It's things like that in King of the Hill that win you the game. So unchecked aggression, as we were saying before, needs to be kept really in check here. If you throw away your life as the respawns come in and you have the hill, you have just thrown the hill.
I agree. So, let's get into it. Map number 4 in this absolutely banger first series on stream. We're going to be on board with Diz. He is going to get taken out. The back smack from Theo. Waff's going to clean up that kill. 2 dead already, make it 3 as Brian Noob coming through. A lot of melees already in the first 3 kills for Zims. Neb trying to hide behind the truck. Waff's going to come in for the support. Theo trying to be there as well. Oh, it's Waffs with the camo. Manages to get away. Neb going to get in the hill. Dream's going to find Diz. But all of this time in the hill, and this is the problem for Goffs. They got to stop Zims getting early time in hills because that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, and I love this camo positioning from Waffs. Like one of the key points on this hill is top dip, and with the camo there, so he can kind of UAV and see what's going on. He's able to stop Zims from pushing in. Look how much time he's caused to be dead in the round because they can't push forward. Look, Square Melon's low as well, so he gets him too. Trade's fine. That means they can move in, but they really want these spawns to be kind of around that truck seat area so they can get in. You do not want to be funneling through the driveway, which is what Zims are having to do right now.
Yeah, Diz going to find the perfect 5 on to Theo as well. Off the rip, Diz going to get taken down. Waffs finding one. Neb getting on the board with a headshot on Square Melon. Always important for Goffs to find a way to shut him down. They are going to be in this hill. Zims with a small lead, going to get overtaken. First hill though, so difficult with the positioning.
Yeah, I love this setup from Goffs right now. I love where they're positioned, what they're doing. You can see that Zims are trying to push around that cafe off screen. Brian coming in for the challenge, but he's weak, so they can't do anything. And they're responding kind. So they're going for a yard spawn here. They're going for a flower / yard spawn. They're going to have to be careful on the respawns on Zims here. If they don't move, Zims are going to respawn in that on that dip side, which you can see coming in now. And it's all chaos here up to the bomb. Look how close they are, James. Look how close Goffs are taking this first hill.
Square Melon is going to win the battle, but Goff's winning the war. And that first hill going towards them. 5 seconds towards Camo. A massive play from Shabby though. Could have just ate that hill. Probably wouldn't have made it. Decided to go for the challenge against Square Melon. And even though he lost, it allowed Goffs to secure that hill. 3 dead though. Something we talked about last week. Once you get in yard, it's very hard to get out the yard.
It is. Yard is one of the hardest hills to break here, and they need to hold Tram. They've got Theo trying to do that. Dreams is coming to help him. That's good cover from them, but also this gives time for Goss to push the other side, and they're doing exactly like, look at that, James. They're coming in from the other side, but Diz goes down as they try to do so.
Yeah, Shabby managing to clean up that kill. He's going to find a double. Waffs gets kill number 9 already, and is absolutely smashing it. Neb having a slightly quieter game off the rip. Shabby, you can see in this hill. Diz coming to provide reinforcement. Gonna have a trade out. Neb gonna come in as well. You can see where the spawns are coming from. Waffs finds a double. Neb gonna go a bit of the scouting party. Needs to find a way to activate. Will find the flank. Does cop a shock rifle. Shabby finding Dreams. And thrust away. Yeah, you don't want to be trapped in a corner with Square Melon. I can tell you that much. that's not a fun place to be.
The push that he had there, the response came in as he was pushing around that LR, and they came up behind him, and as they hold here, that's 2 hills for Goss. They are fighting back on this one despite Zim starting that hill. They managed to take it, one of the hardest hills in the game to reverse around, and Goss find themselves 2-0 up. Next hill down at Hotel, but they've spawned down there now. Can they hold it? They're going to be looking for that dip. They're going to be looking for benches so they can hold the crossfire, see if Goss can split it open.
Yeah, and I must say, a massive job from Goffs at the moment to find a way to shut down Square Melon. I mean, still has 7 kills, but you know, isn't going double positive like he's been every other map. It's going to be, speaking of double positive, it's going to be Woffs, who is 3.5 positive, 14-4. The man, you talked about it, activating him and finding a way to get him kind of in the kills, and he is absolutely smashing this right now. Says good night to dreams, sleep well. Square Melon going to be in this hill though. Woffs just trying to lay low, fight the grenades out.
This is why you hold C. Did you see how Woffs was unable to move because their team, Zims were holding C, so the Goffs push was just completely unable to go anywhere, and that's why when we're talking about the start of this, you have to hold C to stop the cross, you have to hold Hotel and top dips, but 3 of them went down there, so they did a good job of breaking it, but he just articulates it so well. Diz finds himself the camo, got some sneaky time for him, got the UAV, pinging them out where they are. It's time for Goss to try to push forward. Woffs is down though, so you're going to have to be careful.
Yeah, the Dizzler on approach. Theo going to start to get shot. Square Melon going to take some bullets as well. Diz trying to get away. Make sure he can live. Disrupt a pistol there as well.
No.
Another GA. Someone pick up a damn heatwave. Brian Noob going to get taken to no shields as well. So Goffs and Diz doing a great job of just poking and prodding, finds a free Square Melon. Apparently took him a while to clean up that kill, but now they're going to push in. The crunch coming now. Dream's going to get taken. A double kill, an unofficial triple for Diz. Shock rifle comes up. Shabby's on the spawn, and this is a really, really good hold now.
Yeah, this is the setup that you want now. They've got another player back waiting for that push from Dreams. I think that's Neb that's over there. They've set this up exactly how they want it, but they need to return fire. There's loads of damage coming in, and Shabby is not able to help his team as they push forward, and it was just that Halo timing. This is how critical, nice shot. This is how critical it is when you're not looking when the push comes in, and it just flips over just like that.
Yeah, Square Melon gonna find that kill. Brian Noob with the shock is gonna tag Woffs. He gets actually 5 by Dreams. Brian Noob does not have any shield. Neb and Diz trying to push into the 2v3, but like you said, that setup on C from Zims, blocking Goffs from doing anything.
Yeah, the push has to be super methodical. Taking out the top of Snipe Tower there was critical to that. It's now 2v3, but they have to push through. Woffs coming in, trying to get the other side of the map for them, and look at that, they've switched it round, so now the respawns are going to come in through drive. If they get this kill here, I don't think they have time to push this. Someone from Goss needs to get in the hill. That was 5 seconds wasted there. If this gets really close, not standing in the hill there is going to cost them really, really... This is going to keep Zims in the game.
Yeah, it's going to cost them a hill.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to cost them.
And they saw it. I couldn't find my words, man. I was like, come on, get in the hill.
The hill, man! It's not going to matter, though, thankfully, for Goffs. Like, not being punished by Zims. And so far, like... You gotta ask, where was this Goffs the last like 2 games? Like the Slayer, yeah, but the oddball, they just really got run out the park. And Square Melon being kept in check, 11 and 13 still, but Woffs 21 and 9. Absolutely going ballistic. Shabby finds another kill. Dreams takes down Neb. Double-digit assist for everyone on Goffs. Dreams coming in. He gets 1 in the head as well. A double kill killing spree for Shabby Dagger. And it's going to be Goffs again on this hill. And it's going to be Woffs finding yet another kill. 2 dead for Zims, was briefly 3, and look at where they're respawning.
If I'm Goffs right now, I am thinking, I have such a buffer, I could waste so much time to put pressure onto Zims to get that confidence back. Woffs must be feeling great right now, he's 22 and 10. They're going into a Slayer after this if they win this, and let's face it, it's looking like they're going to. They need to farm them so hard, try to waste that clock, get their heads ready for the next game, because Goffs have really turned this series around. This has been so decisive. Woffs is on fire, Shabby's got a great score, all of them are coming together, and they just clean them out just like that.
Oh my god, the 5 as well, the screams coming into the arena. Woffs is on fire, and not just his hair. You can see them all being spawned at C, and Zims, they got to start this push now because there is barely any time left on this hill. Just a couple of seconds. Dream's going to get taken down, and it's not going to matter. A massive 4-0 wipe, and what a huge confidence boost after such a devastating loss in that oddball.
They did exactly what they needed there, James. I said they left, they wanted the mental break, they shelved the oddball, they've come back in, and they've kicked ass. That is exactly what I needed. Such confidence from them. The setups were great, pushing through was great. Someone check if Ross has got the Rubik's Cube on his... Has it changed hands after that? It was such a good showing from them there, and just look at the scoreboard.
Oh my God. 25 and 10 from Woffs. What an insane... Like, that's how you bounce back, right? Like, that's how you make it work. The assist column as well, 12, 10, 11, everyone getting in. Neb having a bit of a slower game, right? 5 and 15, but look, the damage dealt are only neg 1,000, Woffs over 6k,
wow.
And just, they never allowed Zims to really do any damage.
Yeah, and hill time as well, unfortunately. I think King of the Hill has objective time, but I think, you know, Neb was quite instrumental to a lot of the hill time on that, so he was in there a lot. So trying to get that damage in can be quite difficult. But I want to say it must be quite nice for him to be like, I do talk to him a lot, and he feels that pressure when the team's not working out. He feels that pressure to have to perform, and this must have been so nice for him to be able to be in a game where he knows he's not able to put the damage in, sit on the objective, and just allow his team to do what they do best.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we saw it in that yard hill with the rotate after rotate after rotate, and Neb jumping in the hill last, allowing Shabby to go out there, allowing Woffs to go out there and find all these kills, because, yeah, you put a shock rifle, the camo is in their hands, like, Woffs was just absolutely everywhere, Shabby cleaning up kills as well, Diz finding nice, like, 1v1 pivs, and, yeah, Zims just never got into it, and then were never allowed into it either.
Yeah, and speaking of what's going to be happening here, Slayer on Origin.
Slorigin.
So this one's fairly simple to break down, right? If you're playing Slayer on Origin, one of the big things, just like I was talking about the Attic on Recharge, one of the big baits on Origin is cross-mapping from Rocket Ramp, especially when it's due to spawn when all your team's fighting over S7 and fighting top mid. The number one priority in Slayer Origin is top mid.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be such an important... like you said, such an important spot, but also such an important kind of, especially off the rip, right? Like, everyone goes for snipe, and then Rocket's maybe you send one over there, but if you're already controlling top mid, super easy to also get the spanker and do a lot of damage. And it's one of those things where, yeah, it's only 2 rockets, but in a Slayer, if you're getting it every time it comes up, and that's 3 or 4 or 5 times, like, you're guaranteeing yourself 8 to 10 kills. Yeah. That's going to do a lot of work in the Slayer.
And Origin has, the way that the map is, it's so open in some regards, but a lot of the spawn locations are so closed. Like, back base, awful to defend from Spanker. Cave spawn, awful to defend from Spanker. Maze respawns, like, if you spawn, like, bottom mid in the sniper pit, also awful to defend from. So because of that, the sniper rifle is so instrumental, and then it allows you to get the rockets, and then if you manage to get that respawn cycle going, you spawn them caves, spawn them elbow, it's just free real estate. Like, as soon as someone gets locked in, it's just free.
It's free real estate. Tapping Origin, you know how many slays I can get in this map? How many slays fit in this bad boy? I'm also excited as well for LAN, for, like, those guys on Xbox. Right, you get onto a PC that plays Origin just a hell of a lot better than it does on Xbox, and I'm excited to see, you know, over the course of this weekend, those Xbox players, like, getting that buff of, like, oh my god, this map feels good, like, it works nicely, like.
Yeah, we love a bit of Coliseum, we love it. So I was really excited when this came back to the game. Like, we've been here for a while with it, but Slayer is one of the most relentless Slayer game modes. It's like, I feel like Slayer Origin is like this CTF Aqua. It's the fast, it's the furious, it's the super punishing if you're unable to do it. This is the map where it just runs away if you're unable to get a good foothold on the map, and you have to understand how to play from behind.
Yeah, and I think, you know, at least that's kind of been shown in part with Goffs in that oddball. Is like, every single one of those rounds they were behind, like, instantly and massively off the rip. The first one, Well, it was a little bit close to the second one. They, pull it over for the win, and then the third one, it just really escaped them, right? And I think that was probably part of the end, right, of where it was. Looking in the crowd, you can see Hixie and Seal, who will be up next on the desk. We have the new pips for the BO5s. Looking nice.
Look at that technology on there.
Yeah, handmade by Jack, our producer, who painstakingly lined them all up, put them all together. The BO7 has a really nice 4 hex thing as well for our grand final, of course, tomorrow. Best of 7. Slayer on Origin. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. This is the ultimate culmination of what has been an absolutely insane first series off the rip.
I'm going to say right now, if you're on Goffs, if you want to win this series, under no circumstances is Square Melon allowed to touch that sniper. If you want to win this game, that man is not allowed to touch that sniper rifle.
Yeah, and you saw it right in that King of the Hill. Is Square Melon didn't get to do much, got shut down, never got on a streak, and that was how they won. But here we go! Game number 5, round 1, Goffs versus Sims. First to 50, this is gonna be a straight banger, and immediately 3 dead for Sims. The snipe being taken by Shabby, another person that you don't really want it in. Neb grabs the spanker! Shabby, hello! He's in the map. Brian Noob as well, trying to hide away, doesn't want any of that. And it's going to be Neb with this spanker as well. Gonna find one. Can he find a second as well? You mentioned Cave, he gets a double. And oh my lord, 7-3. What a start for Goffs already. Make it 8.
It's top mid, it's snipe, it's rockets. They were in the cave, they're in the sniper pit. We were literally talking about this before the game started. This is such a good start for them. They have to keep this key positioning though. They have to hold it once the ammo goes out, and they do. 9-3 now. Just Neb down for Goffs, but they still have the position here. That was a great thrust to dodge that. I don't think he knew that he kind of did that because he was fighting someone else. But that's it. That's the early lead that you want to put yourself on the board. Snipers out of ammo, rockets are down, there's just the thruster that someone's picked up in mid. We've got 2 minutes now of kind of straight slaying, and we've got a nice lead.
Yeah, 10-5 for Goffs. Like you said, exactly the start that you wanted. Square Melon, he's going to find a kill onto Neb. Woffs, going to have a trade. Brian Noob gets 5'd as well. Diz on a double kill, trying to find where Square Melon's gone. Neb cleans him up. The collapse, 14-7. Sims have got to wake up. They got to find a way into this map, otherwise this might be over ASAP. Dreams does manage to find a kill. Neb gonna trade out. And oh my lord, 2 dead for Sims, and Goffs 16-9 already. It's looking good in the aspect ratio for them.
Yeah, it is indeed. And the rockets is coming up soon, so we've got 20 seconds or so. Don't want to step up too early on that side of the map, but the kills are starting to come in. Diz manages to get some kills off screen. Neb goes down as well. I think all players are going to be up for the rockets, and it looks like as the kills come in, no one's going for them. It's just a full fight on the other side of the map.
Yeah, Shabby's first death as well. Cursed it by pointing it into the screen. Of course, classic caster. Dreams is going to find a kill. Square Melon getting Diz. Can he find a second? Will do. The unofficial double. 21-15. Zims still managing to keep just about a 6 or 7 deficit, but gonna have to do a bit of work pretty quick. Neb dropping from the heavens. Once again finding a spanker, and it's starting to get a little bit loud. Oh, not sure about that rocket. Can he find a second? He will. Might be getting taken out. Does find a thrust, but 1-for-1 with the rockets. Dreams finding Diz as well, and Goff's already halfway to victory, and it's only been 3 minutes.
I'm going to say right now, there's no way that Neb should have got away with that rocket pull. All the players on Sims were alive. 2 of them were near elbow, and he just picked it and he got away. So that shows you how much map control Goffs has got. And speaking of map control, Woffs also has the S7 in his back pocket with 4 shots as well, while the team is 7 points ahead, and he's able to just go around top mid. So he needs to not get picked. That was a little ballsy there, just going out and standing there like that. But I guess they're feeling pretty confident right now, but you've got to be careful. There's so much of the game left.
Yeah, you can't let Square Melon get on one as well. 11-6, found a double kill. 29-24, still got a good lead. Southern Cave about to get naded from the heavens, finds one! Square Melon with the double 3, dead for Goffs! And that lead extinguished in a heartbeat. And what have we talked about? Square Melon, he's double pos again! What are we doing?
The splitting of the fight here is quite interesting. This cross mapping, I guess he's on keyboard, so he's got the accuracy to be able to do it, but they're just letting him pepper him from a distance.
What are we?
Where's the pressure?
What are we doing, Goffs? He's just kinding kills to everyone. It's still 3 kills though. In the lead for Goffs, they are finding ways to take out the rest of the Sims, but the man is 15-6. It's like they don't listen to us. It's like they can't hear us. Shabby on the top, having to get away. Waff's there as well. Spanker gonna be up soon, but Square Melon just doesn't matter who you are. You're getting a bullet in the brain. I think he's, if I'm correct, if he can find this kill. Oh, he might have been running riot as well, but it is gonna be Diz getting taken down. Waff's last one left alive. Brian Noob with a double kill. Scores all tied up. 34 apiece, and it's now Zims taking their first lead of the game. Brian Noob with a spanker as well. And it's starting to come together for Zims. You talked about them having the hot start, but it's going to be them trying to find the hot finish.
Yeah, 2 for 3 comes in there momentarily. Rocket launchers down mid, all tied up still here. These teams have to be so careful now. This is one where any mistake, Waff gets caught out there. There's been, again, a few moments of unchecked aggression from Goffs through this game where we're at this point, I can at least point to 2 points in the game where something like that's happened. They need to play and wait for Diz here as the push comes in. They've got to play defensively because we've just crossed that 40-point mark, James, and we've got so long left. Is this Slay going to be like last time? Is it going to be 50-47 again?
Yeah, Diz finds a double, does get taken down, but Trade's not going to do it for Goffs. They got to find some kills. Snipe comes up as well, and it looks like Dreams has a bit of a free run. Shabby trying to hide in the pit. Dreams going to be one shot. This sniper is so important. Shabby gets taken out. Diz finds Dreams. It's 42-43. Sidekick in hand. Oh, he fell off the map! Oh no! Oh, what a crucial time! And it allows Goffs to get a snipe. And what can they do with it? Theo does find Neb, so that snipe is down in the pit. Oh no. 45-44, Goffs in the lead. Oh no, how important is that self-destruction gonna be for the outcome of this game? I think the snipe in the bottom pit. 45-44, Neb. Gotta win this, doesn't. Dreams comes in with the assist. Dreams with a double kill to take them one up. 46-45. Now they've got them trapped here. Neb, he's gonna be spawning. Nades going off. Waffs finds Dreams. A crazy kind of chow. Finds a double kill though. 48, 49, 47, 49, 48. Goffs need a kill. Shabby has to live or it's over. And Sims pull it out of the bag. The self-destruction won't matter, but Sims in a Game 5 banger will end this first series, and oh my god, what a finish.
Wow. That's going to feel good for them, especially after the last 2 tournaments. They lost us to them as well, and then they come to them and beat them. Hopefully that's not going to affect the mental of Goffs too much. I think they've got plenty more to play for here. It is just round robin at the moment, but wow, like, if you ever wanted something to go and VOD review later today, there you go. There you go. What a showing from Zim. Square Melon, MVP of the series. Excellent. Waffs also had some excellent scorelines as well. But my god, 21-9 after the 50 bomb as well earlier on. What is this man on?
Rubik's Cube buff for real right now. Oh my god, absolutely bananas. Theo with 14 as well. A couple of very crucial kills in there. Dearie me. Diz just getting caught out a little bit too much, but if we look at some damage, 6.2k again in a Slayer for Square Melon. Oh my lord.
Double the damage of Dream.
Jesus. Man just finds damage absolutely everywhere. Oh my god. First LAN, first game on main. Totally unfazed, lads.
He was 50% nearly of his team's damage, if I had that right. Almost. He was almost 50% of his team's damage.
Yeah, 6 out of 15.
There you go. We got it. We got it.
Square Melon is final. Deary me.
It appears so. It appears so.
6k out of 15 is
That's a lot.
not bad effort.
That's a good way to start the weekend, if I'm being real.
Ooh, my days. Look at that. It started what felt like hours ago in that CTF Aqua with a huge start from Goffs and a rip off the start. The 47-50 as called by you in the Slayer. The 2-1 in an insane oddball. A smashing in the King of the Hill Solitude. Zim's never in that game at all. Square Melon didn't really do much at all. And then a 50-48 to finish. We're going to look at some replays, but yeah, it was 6 minutes with 5 flag caps already, and then just insane.
It was so good. I mean, like, if I'm the coach for Goffs right now, like, what I'm thinking is clearly when it's like structured objective, like CTF or King of the Hill, we are clearly the better team.
Yeah.
They're the better team. Like, we smashed them twice.
Yeah.
So for
Not even
them,
twice.
they need to go back, and as a team, they need to go look at how they're playing the more free-form game modes. So how are they playing Slayer? How are they playing Oddball? How is that different to the other game modes? And why are they not able to beat Zims as confidently as in the other game modes? That is the question they have to think about.
Square Melon.
Yeah. Square Melon, yeah.
But I
6k
mean,
damage in a Slayer, yeah.
yeah, twice.
Yeah, twice.
But I think like the thing, but you actually talked about it, right? And in that CTF Aqua and in that King of the Hill Solitude, it was genuinely like they shut down Square Melon.
Yes.
And then that was it. Like they shut him down, they got the W, and then it looked really easy.
Yeah.
But as soon as they let him get a killing spree, there was a snipe, there was a camo. Like as soon as he was like activated, it almost seemed like nothing Goffs could do could stop him.
Yeah, he's definitely a force to be reckoned with, right? Like, he's impressed all of us in the first series of the day here. Like, as you're saying, land debut. Like, if you wanted a debut, it's like this. This is how you do it. And I think you could look at the map pools as well, and perhaps how that played. Like, with the 2 keyboard players on Zims, did the maps that they win have it because they're keyboard? And I'm thinking, well, no, not really. Because typically when you think keyboard, you think like Empyrean, or you think like the bigger maps. And Origin isn't really that big. So having the double keyboard there...
the self-made.
That much difference. And even the S7. We only had the S7 on 2 out of the 5 maps, and of those, I don't believe that they won both of them. Oh, no, they did. No, they did. They did. Sorry, I misrecalled. Yeah, both of the S7 maps, they actually won.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's another question. There's a lot of factors that will go into like VOD review. Like, obviously, we don't have enough time to break it down here, but these are the things you have to think about.
Yeah. Maybe we can. Maybe after the replays, we might have a little bit of time to break it down while we wait for the next round to get up. I mean, so firstly, that was insane.
Yeah.
Secondly, like. Luminon Ember versus Energize, which is coming up next, is also going to be insane.
Oh, they sat right over there while that one's on.
Yeah. The Energize boys literally sitting right in front of us as well. Like, yeah, just an insane series. Like, so much fun to view and so much fun to just be a part of. Like, this game is insane when you think about that Goffs had like a 7 or 8 kill lead for half the map.
It is the lead in Slayer matters after like 35. Like before 35, there's so many things that can happen that it doesn't really matter because you have so much time. And it's that crunch time of like, okay, now we're so far into the game, trading is no longer an option.
Yeah.
Trading is not safe. You have to play differently.
Yeah, it was just a bit of an insane finish that as well.
Oh, I'm so glad that didn't lose them the game.
Oh, can you imagine if they lost by 1 kill as well? Yeah. It would have been that would have been really, really painful to deal with. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can see the guys starting to set up. They went to the wrong side. Actually, they wanted blue. So as you can see, the boys from Luminon Ember setting up. The boys from Energize as well gonna be going to set up on the red side as we wait for this game. But yeah, just. Matt, you can say I'm sweating so much. It's such like an insane game.
It's not even warm in here.
I know. It's like that was just such a crazy finish as well, and that's what you kind of talk about in that Slayer is they were so far behind, but you know they lost the snipe off the rip, they lost the spanker off the rip, they just had a real bad time, and then about halfway they just flip the switch, square melon, activated, and then it was GG's from there.
Bit of drama to start off the weekend there. Plenty to think about for both teams as they continue the round robin that they'll be playing today before we step into championship bracket tomorrow. But don't go anywhere because we've got plenty left on this first day of our two here at the university. So we'll see you very soon.
Seems right, it never was. We were just stuck into something. Time shows we let it go for too long. Go back, I never could. It wasn't what I was searching for at all. We've been turning upside down. Now things are stranger. Nothing's left to say. Too far gone to go back to that place. And I don't wanna feel that way. I don't wanna feel that way. I don't wanna feel that way. Seems right, it never was. We were just stuck into something. Time shows we let it go for too long. Go back, I never could. It wasn't what I was searching for at
Baby, I just wanna be alone. I don't need your company, stop blowing up my phone. You don't get the things that I've been through, and I don't have the time to lay it all in front of you. And you think that you wanna save me. You don't know it, baby, why you do this? I got this under control. You think you do, but you really don't know that I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. No, I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. I'll save Baby, I just wanna be alone. I don't need your company, stop blowing up my phone. You don't get the things that I've been through, and I don't have the time to lay it all in front of you. And you think that you wanna save me. You don't know it, baby, why you do this? I got this under control. You think you do, but you really don't know that I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. No, I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. No, I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. Night times are the hardest. All my emotions overload. Never felt quite like this. Yeah, it's like I lost control. You're in my head, now it's not my own. You're in my head, yeah, you got too close. I've been trying to fight it, but you started a riot. You're in my head and it's dangerous. You got my heart beating out my chest. I've been trying to fight it, but you started a riot, and I'll never get it out.
Seems right, it never was. We were just stuck into something. Time shows we let it go for too long. Go back, I never could. It wasn't what I was searching for at all. We've been turning upside down. Now things are stranger. Nothing's left to say. Too far gone to go back to that place. And I don't wanna feel that way. And I don't wanna feel that way. I don't wanna feel that way. Seems right, it never was. We were just stuck into something. Time shows we let it go for too long. Go back, I never could. It wasn't what I was searching for at all. We've been turning upside down. Now things are stranger. Nothing's left to say. Too far gone to go back to that place. And I don't wanna feel that way. I don't wanna feel that way.
Baby, I just wanna be alone. I don't need your company, stop blowing up my phone. You don't get the things that I've been through, and I don't have the time to lay it all in front of you. And you think that you wanna save me. You don't know it, baby, why you do this? I got this under control. You think you do, but you really don't know that I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. No, I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. But you really don't know that I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. No, I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. Night times are the hardest. All my emotions overload. Never felt quite like this. Yeah, it's like I lost control. You're in my head, now it's not my own. You're in my head, yeah, you got too close. I've been trying to fight it, but you started a riot. You're in my head and it's dangerous. You got my heart beating out my chest. Been trying to fight it, but you started a riot, and I'm never getting out. Brainwave short circuit when all I do is think of you. My veins are electric. What am I supposed to do? 'Cause you're in my head, now it's not my own. You're in my head, yeah, you got too close. I've been trying to fight it, but you started a riot. You're in my head and it's dangerous. You got my heart beating out my chest. Been trying to fight it, but you started a riot, and I'm never getting out. You're in my head, now it's not my own. You're in my head, yeah, you got too close. I've been trying to fight it, but you started a riot. You're in my head and it's dangerous. You got my heart beating out my chest. I've been trying to fight it, but you started a riot, and I'm never getting out.
I know that fortune favored you with treasures I don't hold, and though the shine is dulled, that's how I'll always think of you. You were a young one then, but everyone begins. We were just children, heaven was a dream away. Learning from monsters, I wish I could say that the keys that you were searching for and the giants of the past have turned to dust. The world is ours to take, and no, it's not too late. The world is ours to take, and no, it's not too late. It's better just wanna say that the keys that you were searching for and the giants of the past have turned to dust. The world is ours to take, and you know it's not too late. When we were just children and heaven was a dream away, running from monsters, I just wanna say that the keys that you were searching for and the giants of the past have turned to dust. The world is ours to take, and you know it's not too late. Too late. And sometimes it's hard to say. Living out confusion. We can make a way when we move in this fusion. Lines can't stay away. Living out confusion. We can make a way when we move in this fusion. Lines can't stay away. touch me like you used to. So come back and fight it. We'll forget what I did. Don't let your color fade. I'm not the one that hurt you.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the EHL Summer Clash 2026. My name is Hixie. I'm joined here by the Imperial Seal. Not only the Imperial Seal, but also the draft winner Imperial Seal that was held here in Stoke. We have Series 2 on main stage coming for you guys. We have Luminon Ember versus Energize, that was it. And it's looking like it's going to be a pretty solid matchup, but that last one was pretty crazy as well.
Yeah, it really was. I was like massively... My expectations were massively exceeded, and then I thought about it for a bit and was like, actually, I'm not that surprised. Like, these guys are a set of really good players who have, you know, kind of been doing better and better over the years, and so the fact that they actually managed to pull it out the win there, not that big of a surprise.
Yeah, and right, I feel like the topic that we've had for a while is Square Melon. We were sat watching the end of that series, like from probably like map 3, as this was when I joined in, and it was just insane to see him come alive, right? A name that maybe some people might have not looked at with so much caliber behind him until coming to LAN and just suddenly turns on.
Yeah, I mean, before you got there last night in the Airbnb, I was saying to the other guys, he's sort of the player I'm watching this weekend, and I wasn't even saying it in the sense of expecting him to go so huge. I was saying in the sense of like, I don't know where he's going to end up, because I know how good he can be, but we've also seen many players who are incredible online show up and not do that well on LAN. So for his first ever LAN competitive series, I know he played a little bit of a warm-up yesterday, is brilliant. But looking to the series that we've got in front of us right now, we're going to be kicking things off with a live fire King of the Hill. These two teams met up in our previous qualifier, and it was a 3-1 win, and a fairly convincing one in my opinion, to Luminon Ember. So going to have to see if Energize can kind of repeat the upset on main stage today.
Yeah, Energize as well against Luminon Ember in our qualifier week 2. Actually did formerly Conspiracy, now Luminon Ember, but still the same guys running that roster. It was a 3-1 in favor of Conspiracy in that winners bracket final, and then actually Energize weren't able to make it back into that grand final. They would fall to Goths in 110s in a 3-2 series, in which we actually saw Goths in 110s kind of come alive. Shabby Dagger as well was quite a pivotal part of that team there. And on LAN today in that first series, maybe moments of not just him, I feel like everyone kind of having their own time. We saw Wafts and Shabby kind of going off. We saw Neb even as well having a pretty solid series, but just again like Square Melon kind of showing up. So you know, these two teams looking to battle it out in the kind of second and third seed, right, coming into this, looking to try and see what they can do against Majin as well. Majin without a coach coming into this one, maybe throws something up in the air, not sure, we'll see. I mean, Majin always, you know, we talk about them as such a big bad, but if there's anyone that's going to kind of take him down or even just take him further, it will be one of these two teams. So it'll be interesting to see how they match up against each other now.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, I do kind of have a hard time imagining anyone taking down Majin. But if anyone is going to do it, it would be one of these two. Both of them have kind of given them a run for their money a little bit in the past, but obviously Majin has always come out on top and generally quite convincingly. But, you know, looking at the Luminon Ember roster who's closest to us, I mean, these guys have kind of, they're players who have been around for quite a long time now. No one here is like a fresh face to the scene. But this team specifically is relatively new. And I'm quite curious to see how they pull it out this LAN, because they've looked very good in all of the qualifiers so far.
Yeah, and also we have Finners and Suspense that teamed at DreamHack in Birmingham. They were on King's Order, and they had a pretty solid run. I believe in the second qualifier for that event as well, they did have a pretty solid showing. Maybe a few surprising results in their matchups in that qualifier. But, you know, it's nice to see them back together, and then with Cammy as well being, you know, back-to-back DreamHack FFA winner, right? He won in Birmingham and then also won in Atlanta, and now he's on this team alongside Tuxie as well. An interesting team coming into this event for sure.
I mean, that's no mean feat either, taking those FFA wins, because essentially
Words to live
it's
by.
a matchup of pure fundamentals. FFA, you know, no comms, no teamwork really. Although you were trying to kind of get other people to do some teamwork for you by stealing their kills, but a lot of it is just target prioritization and pure gun skill. And Cammy, you know, there's not really any other way to put it. Cammy has proven himself to be one of the best in the world at that, and if he can bring that today, that should get him through to the grand finals probably, but we'll have to see if that's the caliber that we're seeing from them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if we look over to the red side as well, Energize, you know, full French roster. We've seen Cali and Brainiac team together for quite a few times. I mean, all of these players, right, as well, Jericho and also Mafushi here and there. We've seen 3 of maybe these 4 or 2 or whatever, just always in some form of pairing or grouping over the last few years. Now we're seeing them all together. We did have Genesium, and it was, I believe, it was Cali, Jericho, Bastos, and Brainiac teaming together for Genesium at the last Stoke event.
Yeah.
And then we had Mafushi on the side of Catsmile at DreamHack, and then of course Bastos on Magin at DreamHack as well. So you know, some interesting things to look at, I guess, for that Energized squad, being all French as well. You know, comms, it's not like you can just kind of hear over the side unless we've seen Luminon, you know, working on their Duolingo. I don't think they're really going to be able to grasp much.
Yeah, but I mean, as you're highlighting there, there's just a huge amount of LAN experience from these players on the side of Energize. Even if this exact team, I'm not sure if it's played together as much. You know, they've all sort of teamed together off and on. Different kind of French rosters have come and gone, but it's always been, the same. Almost felt like the same team in spirit. You know, as you mentioned, we did have Genesium, who is generally hovering around, you know, just outside of that pro level for a long time, and they were always a team that looked like they might be threatening to break into that level, but never quite managed to do it. But this weekend is a good opportunity for them to try and bring that.
Yeah, and just heard Bastos walking in shouting. He's here to support his mates. Going to be giving them everything that they can get. Just Luminon Ember on your screen. Just big chilling. On the phones, chatting. Just waiting for series to start up. That's kind of cool. What even is that? That's plugged in. So is that just a really authentic keychain, or are we looking at... That's a mouse? Oh, okay. So yeah, a prodigious kind of theory crafting that being the wireless receiver, or like the polling. You know, you can get like those 8K polling dongles, like that they obviously won't give you stock. You have to pay extra for that wireless mouse on the glass pad, I believe that is as well.
I think if they win it, they're gonna like pick up the little tiny keyboard.
Well, pull a mini Wooten and show off the keyboard in front of everyone. A couple of keyboard and mouse players on here. We've got some controllers as well. Fist Pump's coming out. Live Fire on... Oh, excuse me. King of the Hill on Live Fire. Live Fire King of the Hill, however you want to say it. Going to be our first map and mode. Looking at the rest of the series, if you happen to have forgotten, if you're someone like me who forgets easily, Origin Slayer, Recharge Strongholds, Lattice Oddball, and Street Slayer for the rest of this series. We've got another sniper on here, so I'm always happy. Right, 4 caps to win, as we all know King of the Hill to be. Any player you want the sniper in the hands of and you want Observer on?
I mean, I quite like the look of Suspense with the sniper rifle usually.
Yeah.
He's always looked very good, but I think overall I'm going to have my eye on Cammy this series. He's just seen so much success on LAN recently. He's probably the highest earning European player this year. So I'll have to see whether or not he manages to bring that. We are going to be kicking things off. It says Suspense in the bottom, but it's actually Tuxi that we're watching right now as he's fighting over from this big door. Looks like Energize have chosen to go for early hill time on the board. Not sure who's got that sniper rifle just yet, but on board with Suspense, he's going to be trying to shut down this hill time. But the thing is, when you go for that early hill, sometimes you do have to sacrifice the camo just a little bit. And not sure what's going on with that just yet, but once again, Energize scrapping up this early hill time could be useful for them once the camo fight is over.
Yeah, Cali just trying to take down the sniper as well. Cammy will fall, and Sniper trades hands. Only 1 bullet to work with, though. Does have Repulsor and a single Plasma to work with as well. So a lot of goodies to try and make this final bullet land. Doesn't actually get it, though. Suspense to descope him. And that bullet will just fire off a stray. Finners with a double before he gets taken down. Nice nade from Cammy as well to take down Cali. Jericho last alive. Does get the stick, though. Tuxi at least falls with him. But pretty solid break there from Luminon Ember. And now they're on the hill, but a lot of time picked up for Energize.
Yeah, Energize only really going to need one solid break here. Meanwhile, Luminon Ember can't really afford to let too many players go down, but with them finding the first pick in this team fight, should be relatively well positioned. I haven't seen a camo in play so far, so going to assume that that has gotten burned. With 2 dead now for Energize, might be a bit of a struggle for them, but Jericho in a nice position to pick up that first kill, might be able to find Suspense as well. He is going to find the second. That should secure this first hill for Energize if they can find this last player.
Yeah, 2 dead, hopefully 3 if you're Energized. We'll find it, Mafushi to pick up the damage from Jericho. So still 2 dead for Luminon Ember. Now just going to be pushing around is Jericho. He's going to go towards Rat Tunnel as this hill looks like it's going to comfortably be Energizers. First hill going in their favor. Nice solid start for them. Jericho trying to capitalize off of this momentum. Just backs off though, doesn't want to lose his life to any early engagements. Nothing silly early on, set the precedence for later on, but will fall to Suspense. 2 dead for Energize, and now Finna's on the hill just trying to respond to that first cap.
Yeah, it looks like Luminon did make the decision there. Well, once that fight was pretty much lost to Energize on the first hill, make sure they were in a good position for this second. It's paid off for them pretty big time. They're almost halfway through capping this hill, but they're going to go 2 down, make that 3. Energize do break through that setup, and it looks like Suspense is going to have to focus on staying alive before they can fight for this camo.
Yeah, Brainiac just trying to get some eyes onto that camo, but gets shut down straight away. Player down in bottom mid, just keeps him stuck. Suspense there to pick up that damage as well. So nice teamwork coming out from Luminon Ember, nets them the camos. Tuxie's going to be having that on board. He's got the rest of his team around him. This is a pretty solid hold for Luminon Ember. 2 dead for Energize, camo, and hill control. Looks like this hill should be theirs unless this push from Energize can come in quickly, but I don't know if it's going to be quick enough really to make it worthwhile. Still only 2 alive for Luminon Ember though, so stretched quite thin. Doesn't matter though, the push just never comes through for Energize. A little bit too late there. As through top mid, you're still getting shouts from Cali. People getting loud despite losing that hill. Just trying to keep motivations high, energies high as well. Brainiac with this sniper. QT finally dissipates. Didn't really need to use it all that much, at least from what we've seen so far. Just going to try and get some help. Doesn't want his teammate to fall, and actually will be able to keep him alive, excuse me. Tuxie to fall, and Cammy as well. Nice shot.
Yeah, very nice shot from Brainiac. You know, whilst they were capping that last hill, I thought Energize were just going to secure their position over on the A side of the map. We actually did see them pushing straight up through that top mid towards the hill. A risky play, but it has worked out for Energize. They've managed to get themselves into this position, scrapping up quite a lot of hill time. But the push now coming in from Luminon. Going to have to see if they can break in. A big 1v1 there from Cammy. But kills coming down on both sides, and Energize are going to come out on top. That was 4 dead for Luminon Ember. And I'm not sure if they're going to have another chance of getting into this hill.
Yeah, just getting loud across the stage. One shout from one side, shouting back across the other land. Jericho with sniper. 3 bullets to work with, but taken it down. Very, very weak. Doesn't want to re-aggress. And when you're picking up that hill, just try and waste the ammo. Will fall. Nice double kill as well for Cammy. Still has, I believe, 2 bullets left in that. Oh, excuse me, nothing left in that sniper actually to work with. Fully wasted by Brainiac. So Cammy just working with the bandit. 18 seconds for camo now. And Cali spotted out, so Cammy trying to capitalize on that. But Mafushi there to pick up off the damage Cali laid down. The distraction as well. Nice one for him. Suspense across on the other side of the map. Actually last alive. The rest of his team also just spawning up, but Suspense is on his own. Gets flushed out. At least able to take one down with the plasma. And Mafushi now caught up top tower. They're able to get away with camo though for Luminon again. So they need to try and make this... They need to capitalize off this and make this profitable.
Yeah, Luminon there, they had the early positioning over towards the new hill. They didn't actually elect to pick up any hill time off of it, instead focusing on that team fight, which they didn't win. However, what they did win was the camo, the spawners, after they went 4 dead, spawned right on top of that camo. There was no one on Energize able to contest it. They managed to pick that up, they get that 4 dead off of it, and now they're cracking up hill time of their own.
Yeah, I was very worried for Cammy there, but somehow able to make it work. Did have a lot of his team helping out, able to keep him alive. Again, taking no shields, but just taking the fights exactly when he needs to, though. Does get shut down by Jericho, so that's camo out of the play. Very weak is Jericho off the back of that fight and will be caught by Tuxie. Everyone falling now. Finna's last alive for Luminon as Cammy will spawn up. Just trying to get some more damage, keep Energize out of this hill. get these nades to just soften them up a little bit more. 3 minutes left on the clock, not coming into consideration just yet, but something to keep an eye on later on. Sniper in the hands of Cali, trying to keep hold of that as well. Also to try and find Finners. Finners able to wrap round though, so he will keep his head for a little bit longer. Cami though, just attention averted. Nice trade at least. And that is Sniper down in the hill. And looks like Hill going to be going on to Lumen on Ember as well. No one there for Energize to shut that down. There's 2 dead just sat in the respawn screen. So all Mafushi can do is sit and wait and try and get a good start on this next hill.
Yeah, good equalization there from the side of Lumen on Ember, and they're going to manage to get that 3 dead straight afterwards. The thing I would say about this hill is that winning that hill down in mud, you can snowball that into winning the whole game because you're controlling the same position on the map as you need for the next one. However, Suspense there gives away a kill in a somewhat unfortunate situation, but the snipes coming in from Finners, another kill coming in from TK2, 3 dead now for Energize, but Brainiac has stolen that tower position out from under them. He's going to probably get taken down by these players in top mid. And he's actually managing to stay alive. A huge use of that repulsor. He's got his shields back. There were 2 players around him. He is still somehow alive, still putting down damage. He gets a kill. He gets a second. They just haven't actually shut him down. Don't let him get a third. He's gonna find the kill onto TK2. Brainiac, a massive play. He controls that tower side as the last player standing and single-handedly stops Lumen on Ember from capturing this hill.
That's just a crazy life of Brainiac, and he's still up. He's so weak and still just able to dance around every little nade, every bit of damage. It does actually send that player off as well. Suspense in the drink. Brainiac not going down without a fight, still able to take Suspense down with him. Trade between Cali and TK2. Finners also losing that fight to Jericho means that that hill was actually still in the control of Luminon. They're able to take that one. So we're going to be going back to green. Early, it feels like so much work from Brainiac just amounted to nothing there. He had such a crazy life, able to take that entire tower side, find a double kill up there to secure that, and then it felt like it amounted to really nothing. So Lumen on Ember really just able to dance around the flames and get through it.
Yeah, Brainiac is playing so well to delay Luminon, but unfortunately his team just not able to capitalize and get hill time of their own. They do have early advantage into this next hill. Tuxie's going to find himself 1 kill, another one going in favor of Team Luminon Ember. And you know, they're up to about 50% for Energize, but they've got to break this one pretty quickly, because if Luminon Ember capture this, that will be the map for in their favor.
Yeah, Tuxie just chucking that spike nade at his feet, expecting to have a frag, but doesn't make a difference. So he's still able to get some damage down, find a little bit more impact on those players crossing through. Nice kill from Cami, and Suspense to pick up the other means Jericho just left on an island. He's able to find one at least onto Suspense to get some form of damage mitigation, but Finners to shut him down. There's always someone on Luminon available. And looking to close out this 4th hill here and now. They don't want to allow Energize to get a push coming through, and with the cut down the middle from Suspense just completely shutting him down. Mafushi to fall as well. Double kill comes through. Jericho last alive, going for the style points, doesn't need it though. Suspense and the rest of Luminon Ember locking that in a 4-2 very convincingly.
Yeah, once they got control of that tower side back out of Brainiac's cold dead hands, they really didn't let go of the control from that game. They looked very solid for the rest of it, and I think it's you know, that last hill, we saw early hill time there in favor of Energize, but Luminon Ember, once they got it, once again they just couldn't break through. I think Energize struggling to break setups there.
Yeah, I think it was a really solid hold on that final hill as well. Just having Finners wrap round towards bottom C and just find Jericho kind of on his own, then making sure no one is going to be spawning, like getting some weird spawns, you know, spawning at elbow or spawning maybe at brutes, everyone quite far away, and then Suspense cutting through the middle was really just the dagger in the back. But I mean, 24 and 13 for Cami as well, just showing up, representing, just showing everyone why he's back-to-back FFA champs. 6,000 damage for him, and you know, just it felt like maybe Brainiac felt a little cheated almost when he had such a impactful life up top tower on that top mid hill. It didn't really feel like it amounted to anything.
Yeah, it should have been an impactful life. Like that life should have put Energize into a very solid position to win that hill, and it just didn't. And I'm honestly not even sure what happened. He got so many kills, and it felt like off spawn, his teammates weren't able to make anything happen, which is such a shame for him after he did so well. But moving over to the Origin Slayer, maybe a bit more of a free-flowing game type than King of the Hill, could benefit Energize because they really didn't seem to be able to break the setups of Lumen on Ember once they had them.
Yeah, you got rockets and sniper rifle on Origin, excuse me. So a lot to work with. I always find it interesting to see if there's any differences in teams' initial gambits going. If they put more than just one player to rockets, I feel like that, at least from my limited knowledge, is what it feels like is the meta. It tends to be one going towards rockets. Would you say that's correct? Or?
That's something you see sometimes, although I think on that Origin Slayer Game 5 that we just saw in the previous series, there were 2 players going rockets, I think from both teams. You sort of have this like push and pull factor, whereas if you don't commit hard enough to snipe, that sniper rifle player can completely shut you out of rockets. You can't get there at all without just getting domed because you're so exposed. But if you get rockets first, you can use those rockets to easily win the sniper fight. So it's you can't give them up completely, because rockets versus sniper, technically sniper can win that, but you'd probably bet on the rockets player more often than not. And if you're currently fighting over sniper, like 3 people can hold you off whilst one person grabs those rockets, and then the fight is lost for you. So you have to commit someone to rockets. But if you commit too many, then you run into the problem with the sniper player shutting you out. So I think that's why it kind of averages out to one player on that rocket side. Although sometimes you'll see one player go to elbow to shoot cross map and another player run up rocks. I'm not always the biggest fan of that. I think sometimes shooting cross map like that, it seems like, it kind of feels like you're helping, but oftentimes you're not actually giving your teammates that much support, and you're kind of removing yourself from the fight where you really need to be.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just the difference in the amount of ammo between the two as well is quite pungent or potent, right? You get 2 rockets, you get 8 sniper rifle bullets, and I appreciate that snipe shots are harder to hit, but I feel like that's quite a big difference. Only 2 rockets, you'd hope for a minimum of 2 kills. The sniper, like, it feels, at least if you're getting body shots, it stops aggression, it stops a push, it maybe shuts down a multiplayer push through an avenue that then falls flat on its face, and you're able to just pick them off one by one. It feels to me a little bit more versatile to prioritize the sniper, and I guess that's why they do it, right? They're just having 1, maybe 2 if you're feeling it, go for rockets, but having the sniper be the priority. I mean, I'm also always going to favor the sniper. I just like how it feels, right? It's a fun weapon to do well with, right?
Yeah, I think the other thing about the sniper is that it's a complete area denial tool in the hands of a player who's hitting shots reliably. Wherever they can see is a place where you can't comfortably go on the map. They might not be looking when you fake that way, or they might miss the shot, but is that a risk you're willing to take against everybody in this lobby? Not a risk that I would be trying to take. So having that sniper rifle in your hands essentially severely limits what the other team can do, and that's assuming that they know where you are. If they don't, then they have to basically take everything either really carefully because they don't know if they're about to get domed, or really aggressively because they're trying to sort of outpace the sniper rifle, because that's you've got to put that sniper out of its comfort zone a lot of the time.
I feel like all the guys in this lobby are more than comfortable trying to, roam snipe and be a little bit of a flashy mover rather than just, they can hold angles when they want to, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I feel like pushing into them, you really need to catch them off guard. All 8 players in this lobby pretty skilled with that weapon, and M&K with a sniper rifle, right? If you can hit it, it's just so hard to. It's just like a sentry turret, right? It's so difficult to try and take down.
Even me, when I'm feeling it with a sniper rifle, I can pop off, and I'm not that good. So it's like these guys who are that good, you just have to respect the sniper player. You have to either respect the sniper player or have a blatant disrespect for the sniper player and just try and get in their face constantly and hope that they don't hit that shot. because trying to fight the sniper at long range is never going to work. So you need to try and either force the sniper out of their comfort zone by not presenting those angles at long range, or force them out of their comfort zone by getting in their face. But unfortunately, against some of these guys, getting in their face will still result in you getting dome. We've got an interesting opening strat from Suspense here. He's actually flanking around this snipe side, still prioritizing that rocket pickup. Finners is going to be fighting on the rocket side. It looks like Cali and Brainiac both pushing to deny that, but kills going early in favor of Luminon Ember as it's 5-1 right now. I think that will be both sniper and rockets to them, and Energize with a slightly hesitant opening strategy might have cost them big at the start of this game.
Yeah, it's crazy how quick Brainiac went down at the very beginning there. He actually is able to fight Finners twice on rock side before falling. Finners to find Brainiac again. That second rocket expended. Now Sniper just posted up. Oh god, okay, missing a few, but I guess it's better than having it in Energizer's hands. Tuxie expecting someone to be close, but doesn't. Oh god, you need to hit some of these, man. Finds the body shot onto Mafushi and the cleanup finally, but maybe not the most impactful Sniper. Still at least one bullet to work with if he's able to keep his head. Cali trying to take him down from S2. Nades coming through as well, just keep him nice and squishy and stop that shield from coming back up. Not really able to assist his team all that much, but a crazy start from Luminon Ember regardless. 12-4 open for them. They are coming out really, really hot, even if that sniper rifle isn't landing.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great example of how you can have essentially perfect macro play, right? Like, we saw that spawn happen, completely trapped in cave. That should have been a massacre, but the sniper shots don't come through and suddenly Energize manages to break out. It's not going to do them that much good in the scoreline department though, because they're so far behind that trades are not very nice for them. Finally picking up a few kills of their own, but Brainiac having to cower here on S3. Not quite able to find Finners either. Still a strong lead for Luminon Ember, but Energize may be in an opportunity to start breaking out.
Yeah, Brainiac just trying to get that kill onto Finners. The nade bounces awkwardly and then out of ammo, so has to back away and then will fall himself. I believe Finners still hasn't actually died after that, so pretty rough, and he's still finding impact as well. So rough one for Brainiac there, especially considering the deficit being 20-9 down so far. A very, very fast start indeed from Luminon Ember. Cammy just flying into his demise. Brainiac back to try and correct his mistakes. Will find the one onto Suspense, but is incredibly weak. So anyone on Luminon just available to get the kill, and he will be found. That will be traded. Fushi just wrapping around, spots TK2 S2. And actually will get that kill as well. Finners, though, still finding impact. Finners has had a great start, as is the rest of Luminon Ember so far on this map. 9-3 for Cammy, and Finners still finding more kills. Rockets picked up by Brainiac, but he gets shut down by Finners, and now another sniper for Tuxie, hoping to find a little bit more impact with this one. Finds the body shot onto Brainiac on the second time round. Mafushi still around. Cave side again is just a rough one for Tuxie. He's not going to get away with any kills with that sniper.
Yeah, those players in that cave knew exactly where Tuxie was going to challenge them from, and that can shut you down really hard with a sniper rifle. You need to take angles that people aren't expecting, otherwise they'll just be able to suppress you. We do see that happen. I think sniper rifle now is in the hands of Energize, but Suspense wins a really big 1v1 over towards that side of the map. Brainiac, arguably the standout player for Energize last match, now has the sniper rifle. He finds that assist with it and he's going to focus on playing his life. I really like that. You're too far down now to be giving away easy deaths. This is the first time Energize have had a good situation where they can try and spawn trap the other team, but I think Brainiac is a little bit ahead of his teammates because he doesn't have any support and he gets taken down from across the map by Tuxie.
I mean, at least he used all the sniper ammo, but it was a little bit of a forward position. Cammy with a triple kill as well. Brainiac nowhere near. Well, actually, there's one bullet left in that sniper, so Brainiac doesn't use the full magazine. Now, Cammy with a really long distance engagement ahead of him. Although Cali actually looking around the elbow, he goes for the quick scope without Cali even looking at him. So, maybe just trying to get some style points out. Pretty solid lead. Just feeling himself. 2 players up by rockets as well, so this one can get a little bit hairy for Energize. A lot of damage already onto Jericho. Cali as well, peeking out. Cali last alive, and they know exactly where he is. So Collapse is going to be coming in. Suspense from behind as well. So everyone just tucking in. Tuxie also to push in. So Cali's just stuck on the elbow, finally shut down. So that's going to be a split spawn for him, and already spawning up in the cave on blue side. Finners to find Mafushi. 37 to 25. This just continues to snowball in Luminon's favor.
Yeah, we saw things slow down for a little bit there, which is theoretically good for Energize, but they don't actually manage to get a whole lot out of that neutral time. They're still just as far behind. More rockets in favor of Luminon. Just feels like a victory lap for them right now. They're so far ahead in this game. Energize probably needs to try not to get staked, actually, although they might just be able to take down Kami.
In the life, finds the double kill, and the scream comes out because that was insanely dominant once again.
That was utter domination from Luminon Ember. I sort of went into the series expecting it to be pretty close. It hasn't been so far. And the bad news, I think, for Energize is we're going to a recharge stronghold, which I believe Luminon Ember beat them on in their previous series against each other.
Yeah, that was a really rough map, and a couple moments where it did feel like things... I think it's crazy to think about how many afterwards it was just Luminon, Luminon, Luminon. I don't actually think we saw one in Energizer's hands at all in that first map, actually, now I'm thinking back to it. And if they did, they had very little to no impact, considering that we didn't really see anything of it. So, issues with map control when it comes to picking up these power weapons, maybe setups just not exactly where you want, or maybe even comms, we don't exactly know. Some of these guys have been teaming on a
record of who won which maps, but they lost the series 3-1, so